What's going on, guys? I want to thank you guys for all the support you give to the channel and me and support to Hostile. I really appreciate that. Just for you guys, for the podcast viewers only, we're going to do a buy one, get one 50% off at hostile.com. Guys, check it out. If you go to the website, go to protein, ISO H1 cookie protein, and click on cookies and cream, the best tasting cookies and cream in bodybuilding. Guys, check this out. Get the buy one, get one 50% off. It's valid until Monday, April 10th at 11:59 Eastern PM. Thank you again for the support, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure you check out this deal before they sell out. Just me and you.
All right. I've been waiting for my chance for a one-on-one. So tired of being interrupted.
Your your microphone's turned up really loud, I think.
Do I need to turn it down? I don't think. Hold on. Is that better? Or am I just yelling in it?
It's fine. It's good
Okay.
anyway. People want to hear you.
Sometimes I don't know what's up with this microphone. Sometimes it sounds all echoey and shitty, then sometimes it sounds great.
Well, it's a crappy microphone.
Hey, it's a Rode microphone.
Yeah, but you are like Pablo Escobar. Why don't you get like a good
Send
one?
me, tell me what to get and I'll get it.
This is the Shier microphone. I'll send you the stuff afterwards.
Yeah, do it. Send me a link.
What's going on, guys? This episode is brought to you by trueclassic.com. And if you use code RBP at checkout, you'll get 25% off. Guys, these guys sent me 2 shirts. I wore them around a couple days. I like them so much. My wardrobe is now stocked from pants to boxers to t-shirts, v-necks, polos, you name it. I went in and put in a big order and bought the stuff myself, even though they would send me stuff for free. I just went in and bought it, and I couldn't be happier. Honestly, the best thing about these shirts is when you put them on, they stay fitted the same way when you put them on versus like 3 hours later. They don't get loose and baggy and kind of shitty feeling. You look really good when you're out, the same way when you put them on at the house. Now, the other thing is the boxers are super comfortable. They got socks. The pants are really nice. I'm going to take you to their website and show you what they got. trueclassic.com/RBP. Now, look, you shop by category. They have all these different items. I haven't tried the jackets and the hats yet, but I've pretty much tried everything else. And the price is crazy. It's like, look, you get a 6-pack of shirts, all different colors for $100, plus you get 25% off that. So it's like, you can't really go wrong. And the thing is, you're not just buying cheap shirts that don't feel good. The stuff feels really nice. Like, look at this. You get a 3-pack of joggers to wear to the gym for $119. And then you get 25% off with my code. So they got jeans. I haven't tried the jeans yet, so I can't tell you how those are, but they really have everything, guys. So if you go to trueclassic.com/RBP or use code RBP at checkout, you get 25% off, and you can basically stock your whole wardrobe with the stuff, and you're going to love the way it feels. I was just watching a polar bear devour a seal.
Pull it up.
Dude, it's terrifying.
Yeah, the polar bears are fucking savages.
Pull it up, he says. Fuck. Now I can't. I'm not going to be able to find it now. Wait. What is that page?
Food, fucking Nature's Metal.
No, it's not that one. Shit.
That's a good page, though.
Yeah, it is a good page. Nope, it's not that one either. I follow like 4 of them, so
They're the best.
sometimes I'm starting to get a little squeamish about it though.
Well, sometimes I see like bears in people's backyards and fucking attacking their dogs, and then I realize I'm moving up into the woods here soon, and I'm gonna have bears in my backyard.
That's true. How do you guys got bears? This is probably a really stupid question. Do you have bears in Oregon?
Yeah, we have bears. We have a lot of in my area. We have a lot of
Is it black bears or grizzly bears there?
mountain lions, black bears.
Oh, that's not as bad.
No,
I think you
yeah,
can scare away. I think you can scare away a black bear.
yeah. I need to get some bear mace so I can just charge it like this.
So I follow this page. It's Savage Wilderness.
Oh, nice boobs.
Okay, but listen, this is the funny part. So I follow this page called Savage Wilderness, and it's all animal shit.
Yeah,
But every day or every other day or something like that, a couple times a week, they post like a porno post.
I mean, that's a good move. I think that's a business model I could get behind.
So it's like
Click on
it's
that
a,
one first. Let's go. Let's watch the boobs first.
it's a small
Look, a
person.
midget. Nice. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, it's a small person.
A small person.
Would you do it? I would.
My wife's watching this.
No. Let's just say hypothetically you didn't have a wife.
If I didn't have a wife,
I have a wife too. So
yeah, I mean,
I think it'd be fun.
it's hard to tell on Instagram, right? Like she's good looking on Instagram, but I don't know, like in person, what it would be like if she was like.
Go to her page. Go to her page real quick.
Not going to her page.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to her page.
Oh, it's private. You got to follow.
70,000 followers. I'm not following her. Fuck off. Okay, so
I'm totally doing it. That'd be fun.
have you ever?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either.
But I would.
Yeah, I mean, it would be an experience.
You'd be like this.
You're an idiot. Anyway, I was watching this. Can I just tell you? I think bears are honestly the most terrifying fucking animal on earth to me.
Oh, 100%.
It's only for the main reason that they devour their fucking prey while it's alive. I mean, a lot of other animals do that too, but
yeah,
for some reason with a bear, it just seems fucking.
Oh, it's horrifying.
Like what? Like watch this. You can't help but feel sorry for the seal because you're like, this thing is like trying to bite the bear back at him. You just have
God.
Yeah, it's just like, and he's covered in blood. He doesn't give a fuck. He's just like, and he's not gonna kill it first. He's just like, okay, I'm gonna take a piece out of your fucking shoulder.
Oh,
there's a piece missing out of its back already.
That's so horrible.
Isn't that way worse?
It's like he's letting it flop around and he's having fun with
it. He's just playing with it.
Oh, that's so terrible.
Right? This is what I mean.
I seen a video of a guy riding a motorcycle.
Yeah.
In the woods, and he crashed his motorcycle, and then a fucking black bear charges him, and it's a good sized bear. And
I saw that.
It runs up and over the motorcycle, but when it gets on the motorcycle, the fucking
the engine went.
Ended. So it fucking revved the engine, and then the bear runs away. Like, holy shit, you got so lucky.
I saw that. They were riding dirt bikes, right?
Yeah.
Or enduros.
Enduros, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that. And then that wasn't a black bear. I think it was a grizzly bear.
Was it a grizzly?
I think so, yeah.
It was a pretty big fucking bear.
I wonder if I can find it. I saw that too. I was like,
I don't know. That was so crazy.
I'm like, that's fucking terrifying.
Nothing.
That's why I don't know. I know people say it's like a 1 in a million kind of thing for those things to happen, but I still get terrified about stuff like that. It's like, even if it's 1 in a million, I don't want to be that one.
Or you see like that guy, when people are hiking and then they're just throwing rocks at fucking mountain lions, walking backwards.
But I think stuff like, hey Ben, what's going on, man? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
We're talking about bears eating shit because I just saw a video, so it was fresh in my mind.
Okay.
And then we were looking at actually I should show you this while we're
yeah. I know Ben's all for it.
What are we talking about? What?
So I follow this page called Savage Wilderness.
Okay.
And because I like watching all this animal shit. Oh, can I just show you? This is the most heartbreaking one. So the cheetah.
Oh man.
No.
The cheetah's got the mom, and the baby has no idea what's going on, and it's just hanging on for life. And I'm like, that's so fucking.
That's so sad, dude.
It fucking
ruined my day.
Heartbreaking as fuck.
Well, show him the first video.
Anyways, so I follow this page for animal shit, but every once in a while they post stuff like this. So like, I don't know what this has to do with the animal shit, but it's like, I'm like, all right, like.
Oh, she's not full size. Got it. Okay.
What do you think? Would you?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Without hesitation. Why? What are we talking about here?
Why without hesitation? There's no hesitation?
No.
Why would they? What's the thing about?
Well, I'm just wondering.
It ticks a lot of boxes, right?
Does. What boxes does it tick? Tell me. Break it down.
The novelty side of things.
Novelty, okay, check.
Boobies,
check.
Boobies, check. All right. What else?
Legs. Legs are important.
You like thick legs?
No, it just has to have legs.
It's just any leg. Short ones, long ones.
Joking.
I see we're starting off Very positive. This whole thing's going to get demonetized.
You know what?
I don't think I'm allowed. I don't think I'm allowed to show animals tearing apart other animals.
Could you imagine though? Roles reversed, like girls going, "Oh yeah."
Oh, there's no fucking way.
I don't.
I watch this one channel called Araco TV, and basically the guy just watches like a bunch of TikToks and comments on them, and they're hilarious.
Yeah,
but it's all like he's always commenting on like women talking about men, and I had no idea how much women liked tall guys. Apparently, it's like a huge fucking thing. I didn't realize it was a big deal.
Yeah, like 6'5".
Yeah,
that's what they like.
Like I didn't.
That's fucking.
So what, Ben? What are you, 6'2"?
6'1".
Yeah, but you're fucking tall. Well, hey.
Speaking of tall guys,
Hey.
Short of the short.
Yeah, you mistimed that.
Look at the fucking hair on this guy.
But I got to go back to the eye doctor today. My both eyes are infected.
Oh yeah.
How did your eyes get infected again,
dude?
They didn't give you enough. They didn't give you enough antibiotics the first time, probably.
Sucks, dude.
It looks like a nice brisk afternoon in Jersey, huh?
Why are you sitting outside? Just because it's nice
Lovely.
out?
Nice out. Well, that's how the dogs are hanging, Sam.
Let's see your hair. Who cares? Let's see your hair. Oh, okay.
Right.
Nothing's happening yet. Nothing's happening yet.
They gave you a proper black man's hairline. Straight across.
I have. There's actually hair here. They're just.
Did you tell? No. Did you tell them to do that?
They go. We're gonna give you a 40-year-old man hairline.
Yeah, you didn't ask for this. I might just have him.
Give me the 40. I said, give me the 41. Give me the 41-year-old.
Hey, can I ask
back another half inch?
Can I ask you a question? I didn't even know you were doing this. It kind of like just happened out of the.
We talked about it. What are you talking about?
But I didn't know it was coming up, and then all of a sudden,
everything I say I'm going to do, you think is just complete bullshit.
No,
like, I'm going to get a TRX. Like, yeah, okay.
Well, I think people say stuff all the time. Like I say, I'm going to get a hair transplant, but I didn't know like you were actually going to get it.
Yeah.
And then one day you just show pictures of you with blood all over your head.
Oh, that was gross.
God,
Some of that.
Did you see the picture I sent you before?
Ooh.
All I saw was
blood down your back.
No, Fouad, I sent you a
down
picture 20 minutes ago.
Oh no!
Oh, don't look now.
Hey Ben, was yours that traumatic when you did yours?
You're such an idiot.
No, it was bad. Actually, getting it done was bad, but there wasn't like an aftermath. Like guys are like,
you didn't see that,
dude. It's so typical of Guy to have such a horrendous experience.
No,
I got there at 7:15, got in the chair at 8 o'clock, and got picked up at 6 fucking p.m.
Yeah, mine was 5 till 5. And I was beat to shit. I was like,
I've never chewed so much Xanax in my life.
So wait a minute. So me and you haven't talked.
They give it to you, right? They give you this.
No, they go bring whatever you want with you to keep you calm.
Mine fed him to me. They were like, here.
No, I didn't get shit.
So we haven't talked about it since you got it done. But so when they did my face with the stem cells and they were putting like needles in my face and like this, okay, it only lasted like 10 minutes and I was furious. I'm like, get me out of this fucking chair.
The third prick in the back of my head, I was like, the third lidocaine shot, I'm like, horrible decision. Yeah. Oh, this is horrible decision.
Guy,
they put one right here, and I'm like, horrible decision.
What did I say to you? I said afterwards, because they were like, oh, you can come back and have more.
I'll never do it again.
I walked out there, I said, I'll shave it off. Fuck it. I'm not.
It's great one time. I'll never do that again.
Are you gonna say that though when you have a nice full head of hair and locks?
I got it done once. Yeah, I would get it done once. I'll never get it done a second time.
No. But I'm saying
I think it's worth it to do.
What I'm saying is how much you regret it right now. But when you have a beautiful head of hair, you're going to be like, yeah, it was painful, but look at my beautiful head of hair.
No, there's no regret. I just wouldn't go back for the second round.
How's yours, Ben? Is it nice and thick up front? You happy with the results?
I mean,
that looks like a lot.
I don't understand him. Look at his face and he's like, yeah, I don't understand. He's not missing a follicle. And he's like, it could be better.
Wait.
What is that?
It's up there.
That doesn't
it's
mean
up there.
Yeah, it goes
back.
back.
Look, it's up there. Look.
But it's not. But it looks normal.
Justin's 34, that's where his is.
Yeah, but mine's normal. I've had that my whole life.
No, his is further.
No, I'm done defending it. Goddamn it.
Yeah, but you don't do yourself any favors by fucking pushing it back.
Well,
and
here,
your hat on.
Yeah, but
you don't help it. You put your hair in reverse before you put the hat on.
What do I do? Do I push it down?
Well, I was just gonna say, I'm like, Guy, could you imagine Justin with his hair like combed downwards? It would look stupid as fuck.
Yeah, you want to do a comb over?
Like
Justin, go, please. Can you do me a favor? Go to the bathroom and wet your hair. Wet your hair. And I just want to see what it looks like with bangs. Come on.
I'm not gonna do it.
Hey, Justin, he'll cut it out. He'll cut it out.
I'll cut it out. It'll just be for
I'm sure you will.
No, I won't cut it. I'll blur it so nobody else can see it.
yeah. And then
put an emoji face over it.
I really wonder what that would look like with you with bangs.
What about a comb over?
Wait, let's see. It's not going to be good enough. You got to wet it.
Put your hat on with your bangs hanging out.
Yeah. Do
like a kid.
He just lost shave like 10 years off his
My hair's curly, so like if I don't tuck it back, it does this thing where it loops and curls.
Holy fuck! So, Guy, you sat there for 12 fucking hours.
Yeah, and then I almost burned my house down.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. Tell these guys what you did to your fucking house.
So, my life's just a fucking nightmare. Let me blow my nose first. So, my dad, I can't even show you before I tell the story because it's just going to be utter laughter if I turn my camera around. So, actually, you know what?
How close is it to the house?
You'll see.
Holy fuck.
Yo, what were you?
It's like all the way close, like to the deck and shit.
So my house is right here.
Yeah, look at
so you can see how close it got.
Your fucking house almost went up in flames.
What were you doing? You torching your weeds?
So
is that what you were doing?
So my dad's like, "Hey, I'm gonna come over." He's like, "Let's add," because I had to add compost to my garden base. So he's like, I got 2 yards of compost delivered. And then he comes over. He's like, hey, he goes, get your flamethrower. He was like, let's burn the weeds in the garden. He goes, then we'll rototill it. Then we'll add the compost to it, rototill it again. We'll be done. I said, all right, fine. So I fill up the flamethrower, but as I'm taking the flamethrower cap off, there was a lot of air in it. And it was like, tss. So I let the pressure out, put gas in it. Then I went to go put on the backpack and I grabbed the gun. And I went to go bleed it out, like the trigger, because I knew there was a lot of pressure in the backpack. So I bled it out, and then when I turned around, I noticed I didn't have the hose connected. So I was like, I put it down to go connect the hose. And as I put the fucking flamethrower down on the ground, I turned around to walk away to go around the house to get a hose, and I heard like crackling, like you would hear like a fire camp. And I turned around, and it fucking was like on fucking fire, dude. My yard. On fire.
Holy
and I fucking ran to the back of the house. I screamed for my dad to give me a hose. My dad hands me the hose. Then I run out and I realized I didn't turn the fucking line on because in the winter you shut your lines off from the outside so they don't fucking freeze. I never turned the line back on. So now I have a hose connected with no water coming out and I'm just watching the fire just erupt in flames. So then I call 911 and I'm yeah, I called 911. And they're like, what's wrong? I go, the fire's coming towards my house from the garden. I said, I
wish I could hear that phone call. Help!
So hold on. So I'm trying to connect the hose and she's asking me questions. And then the phone falls on top of the hose with all the water. And I just hit end and just connected the hose. And then the fire company showed up.
Holy fuck, man.
But we got it out.
Wait,
before
I got a question. Isn't it been raining a lot? How did your fucking grass burn up so
Dude,
quick?
that's what blew my mind. It was up in seconds. It just rained the day before. In seconds.
Like you would think that would be like a dry
seconds, kind of bro. I couldn't believe how fast it went around. It literally, I have in my entire garden in a square is completely burnt.
So how angry are you now? Because your yard is like your baby. Now it's all
brown. That'll grow right back.
How long though? It's like your hair, right? At the same time.
Yeah, a couple months.
It's a couple months.
It's a bad procedure to get to the good outcome.
You know what I love? Is that guy has 2 little veggie beds and he's bringing his dad over and they're rototilling their beds together. That's so fucking cool.
They're 3 and they're big.
They're 3. Yeah, they're pretty good size.
That sounded a little bit patronizing because this guy's got like a farm, a field.
No.
And he's like,
son, I'm coming over and we need to get that compost in now.
You're such an asshole.
Remember the time when you sent me the video of like the drone view of your fucking place? You're like, that's a garden.
Yeah, well, you sent us like this video of these like dinky little strawberry plants, a few tomatoes. I have like a whole fucking acre of weed.
So Guy, what's going on with you, man? We haven't talked in a while. We haven't been on in a while. Everybody's missing you.
Missing. I'm not dead.
What? How's the relationship going? We got a Starbucks. Well, so wait, that's a good question. So if you come on with like a Tim Hortons,
it couldn't have been better time.
Does that mean does that mean the relationship's over?
Well, or you just asked which Starbucks this came from. If it didn't come from this, if it came from a different.
No, you gotta. The signal will be you have to have like a Dunkin' Donuts.
So the next time if I ever come on and we're done, just don't say anything. Just sip a different brand of coffee,
and then I'll know. Yeah, I'll
post it on my story. I'll make today's the day.
How is everything though? Good.
Was in the doctors for my birthday. Then I was in the eye doctors again 2 days later.
So wait a minute. Explain the eye thing.
Then I got my hair done. Then I burned my house down.
Wait a minute.
I'm going back to the eye doctor. That's my life.
Go back.
And then my dog got sick.
You were chopping wood and you got a sliver of fucking wood in your eye and it got infected.
Yeah.
That's the story I'd give as well.
Yeah.
What else would happen?
You're eating ass probably.
Yeah. I told you.
Is that a thing? Because I'm 41 and I've eaten plenty of asses in my life. And I've never had any of this problem.
You've eaten plenty of asses.
You're sitting there.
in my life.
You just gotta eat the dirty ones.
Wait a minute. How many asses have you eaten? I can't.
There you go. One. There. That's it.
No, but like it's like, what do you mean? A number of like how many fucking asses? You eat like street meat asses?
That many cross count.
Dude, yeah. First night ass eating is pretty.
Like, how the fuck did you rack up so many numbers? If you're like one night out, I'm gonna eat your ass. Like, how the fuck does that
happen? Street racks. What'd you call?
No, I said street meat ass. You're such an idiot.
You can figure I'm 41. I've had a lot of girlfriends, and I've had a lot of girls that like I've hooked up with like in a substantial period of time. So, like, if it's a girl that I'm with for a substantial period of time, chances are my tongue has traveled near their butt.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you can't tell me you're not in the same boat.
How many girlfriends have you had, and how long does it have to be? How long does a relationship have to be for you to consider her a girlfriend?
Guy, 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was with a girl, like 6 months, I would consider that a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at the 5 mark now. I was at the 5 mark with the young one, and that ended after 5.
But what is the time? Like, if you're with a girl for a month, is that a girlfriend?
No.
Are you ass eating after a month? Probably.
Yes.
It depends how many times you had sex in that month.
Well, not
you can't go for the ass eating on like round 2.
Okay, let's not talk about that one girl who's.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Forget it. No, but let's say it's a normal.
Wait, was that over my head?
Yeah, it went right over your head. Forget it. Nothing. So let's talk about like a normal relationship. You probably see the girl at least on the week, like once a week, twice a week.
So if it's a month, twice a week, that's 8 times in a month. Yeah.
Ben?
Probably a little sooner than that, but yeah.
Justin ran away.
Yeah, avoid. There's a strong correlation between guys getting eye infections, chopping wood, and eating ass.
Why?
I shouldn't do anything.
Sorry?
I should just do nothing then?
No, you're like, I've never got pink eye, but then every time you chop wood, which is like the day after you eat ass, you get eye infections.
Maybe it's not the wood.
Yeah, but this is the first. I haven't had an eye infection. I didn't chop wood again.
So you're telling me that all the ass you've eaten, you've never had pink eye?
No, is that a thing?
I've never had pink eye either, so I don't know.
So is that a thing, or is that just like a joke?
No, that's
you're the one with pink eye.
Yeah.
No, it's not pink eye. I don't have pink eye.
Okay, all right.
Well, maybe
I have. I have cellulitis. It's bacterial skin infection.
I would say that too. I would say that too if I had pink eye.
Sounds like exactly something you
I'm gonna FaceTime you from the from the doctor's office later. I'm like, can you tell my fucking loser friend what I have?
Now you're friends with all your doctors. I'm picking the doctor.
Justin, how long before you consider a girl girlfriend?
Didn't your girlfriend move in after a week?
Yeah, something like that. And we're married now. So
or your wife?
Did she really?
No, it wasn't quite like that. We were. I mean, like I was.
Isn't it June?
We were staying at each other's place fucking immediately, and then we just got our own place within like 2 months, I think.
Really? I didn't.
3 months.
Did I already know that and I just forgot?
Yeah, I think so.
He said it on the podcast before.
Yeah, I think it might have been like three months, something like that. Pretty fucking quick.
I don't know if that's crazy. Me and Summer lived in different cities, so we traveled back and forth and stayed at each other's houses like for three or 4 days at a time.
Oh.
Yeah,
it's kind of the same thing. Not really, I guess.
But
it worked.
That's pretty. It worked. Yeah, worked good.
How did you know?
Why? I don't know. I wish I did know because
I'm not trying to get all mushy. Like, oh, how did you know she was the one? No, I mean, like, were you scared to take the risk and be like, I've been with this girl for 3 months, or did you just be like, fuck it, I'm doing it?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I was looking for a new place, and then I'm looking, and I was just like, you just want to get a place together because fucking all these little 1 bedrooms look like shit, and we just get a nicer place.
It was like, so really, it was a financial thing. You're like, I can get a better place.
Was it a financial thing, or were you trying to fucking?
I didn't trying
to get one over?
I didn't have any money.
I'm really broke.
You're like, if I have her with her money too, I can get a nicer place.
Yeah. Think of the weed farm I could have. I mean, it fucking help me out.
It worked out that way.
Think of the size of the fucking weed farm I could have.
Now I see what happened.
Yep. You pay the Wi-Fi. It worked out.
Is that why your Wi-Fi keeps?
Yeah.
Yours is not doing much better. Okay, we haven't established how long is a girlfriend. Is it different for everybody, or is there a time limit?
Yeah, I think you gotta break the 6-month barrier. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, but you could be with a girl for 3 months and be madly in love. That's a girlfriend.
For sure.
Yeah, but you got to establish that, and I think that takes 6 months.
No, but
I don't think so.
I think it's different for everybody. I don't know if there's an actual rule.
There's not a rule. Of course, there's not a fucking rule.
No rule. I'm giving you my rule.
Oh, your rule is 6 months.
Yeah.
So your girlfriend your girlfriend's not a girlfriend. She's gonna dump you after she hears this.
She's got another month left. She's on 5. She's 1 month left.
She's on probation.
She knows better.
Yeah, she's on a 30-day probationary period.
$6 times 7 times 4.3 is what I spend on these.
$6 times 7 times 4.3. What's 4.3?
When I did mortgages, it was always 4.3 months in a year. When you add all the weeks up and divide them equally, it's 4.3.
I'm confused. So you're like me. You spend $6 a day at Starbucks?
This is about, I can tell you right now.
What is that frilly little thing you're sipping on?
So it's not as gay as you think.
Looks pretty gay.
So
you can't say that.
I just did.
You can. You're not.
Can't say gay.
Can't
say gay.
I feel like the world's starting to shift back the other way. We're starting to see like fucking.
But
you can say faggot now. It's totally cool.
Is that Uganda thing true? By the way, did anyone like
what?
That Uganda thing that I sent you? Was that a joke?
Oh.
I didn't go to that.
Yeah, what was it? I gotta find that.
What? You send it to me?
No, I sent it to Fouad the other morning. I was taking a shit. You know when you're like scrolling through and you're taking a shit and you just see some. There's like this breaking news.
Yeah, that happens like for 3 hours a day. So I take a shit for 5 minutes. And I sit on the toilet bowl for 2 hours afterwards, scrolling until my fucking calves go numb.
I do that sometimes.
Limping out of the bathroom.
Yeah, I get up to fucking stand and I fall over.
Yes. I think this is it.
I mean, maybe we don't bring this up.
No, it's well, we're not saying it. It's just interesting.
Dude, I bought this mix from fucking the store to drink, and like to flavor my shit. It is so bad. That's what I was drinking earlier, and my face turned like I just ate a turd.
What is it?
Smell it. It's supposed to be pina colada. It's gross.
Oh, you know what? Now that you brought that up, I'm gonna do a plug for Chris Tuttle.
Stuff's really good.
It's
yeah.
drinkmore.com. No E on the more. Drink.
You know what? I fucking had some.
Stuff's electrolyte balance. It's actually really good. And listen, I don't get a commission or anything out of this. This is just for Chris because I tried it and it's really good. And Chris,
what is it? Good. More. What is it? More. I'm gonna order some right now.
It says drinkmor.com. I think you get 10% off. Use my code, but I don't get like a commission or anything out of it. I'm trying to find that thing, Ben. I can't find it.
Well, then it comes through because you have to just Google search it. I just didn't.
Which one, Fouad?
I tried the lemonade. I haven't tried the peach. I think this is peach.
I'm gonna get 2.
Oh no, this is sweet tea. I haven't tried the sweet tea.
I tried the sweet tea at the Olympia. It's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. That's where we were all together in the RBP booth.
Yeah.
I don't think I tried it with you guys, but I tried it.
Okay, so this is what Ben sent me. This is crazy.
I'm not taking the blame for this, by the way.
Well, this is look at.
Wait, can you actually we confirm that this is a legit story?
I don't know. We'll just go with it. Uganda, for those people listening, it says Uganda passes a law making it a crime to identify as LGBTQ. I don't know if that's.
The only reason I sent it to you was because I read the comments and they're pretty. You know, when you post, the comment section is just hilarious. It looks
legit. Wait, go up. What does that say? Wait, what is that first comment? Hold on.
This is Dura's.
People wondering why.
What is this comment?
I want to see what that says.
It says, for all the people wondering why the comments are so bad, this is what happens when you abuse your rights to start targeting our children to force whatever mental illness you have as normality on our kids.
Can't argue that.
You can't have kids because of your way of life. That's your problem. Don't come play that role on children that aren't yours. I mean, listen, I don't think that's an opinion. It's a valid opinion. But yeah, it's crazy that I guess in that country you can't have LGBTQ people, or it's a law. I guess there's a penalty against it. So I don't know.
Identify or advertise that you are as such.
Anyway, I don't know how we got onto that. You were going to show us
your discount code? Actually, I'm just kidding. I don't need it.
I think it's RBP.
I'll give him the money. I'd rather give him the money.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good friend. I would have taken the discount.
yeah, me too.
I just ordered. Confirmation, just ordered.
Okay.
Ordered.
Listen, what's wrong? What happened to your finger?
Oh, I smashed it. Fixing something.
Holy fuck, guy! You know what? You should wrap yourself.
I think you should hire someone.
Wrap yourself in bubble tape. Don't move.
Yeah.
Listen. Listen. I have bad luck. Dumb shit happens. I get hurt. I get injured. But you know what? I'd rather fucking die living my life than fucking sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah, but everyone's living their life, but you're the only one getting hurt.
I know, because I do a little too much sometimes. Like, I'm gonna go buy a skateboard this week and try skating.
No, guy. No.
You're the last person on earth that should have any type of like.
I have one. I have one now, but it's just old. I'm good on it. Just shit.
I'm good on
it.
I'm okay.
Define good here.
Oh, okay. I'm okay.
You're talking to like an X Games guy, and you're like,
no,
I'm good on it.
No, he was a BMX biker. It's different.
Yeah.
Can you skateboard, Justin?
I could skateboard a little bit when I rode BMX, but no, not right now.
No, not now. Obviously.
I was better at snowboarding than I was skating, but I was pretty good at skating.
Wait a minute. I have a question.
When you say pretty good at skating, what is defined?
I would do
kickflip.
No, I would do rails. I would do gaps. I would do stairs. I swear to God.
Really? How big of a stair did you?
I don't.
The biggest stairs I've ever done were 7. I didn't do any more than 7.
That's a good size stair.
That's it. I never did kink rails. I wasn't that good.
I don't believe
it. Do you know what they're talking about?
I know what he's talking about. I don't believe it.
So did you ever go to the skate park?
There's skate parks all over Jersey.
Yeah, so could you
Sound skate park?
Could you like drop into the half pipe and like 50?
I never did the half pipe. You could drop into like the quarter and go, but I can't drop like a half pipe. I would die on.
Okay,
I couldn't do a half pipe.
This is
like on a snowboard. You could do like the little quarter pipe. That was easy, but like a full I can't go back like this.
Yeah,
this is what he's talking about. Guys saying,
"Bro, that's a board slide. That's nothing."
That's a backside board slide, bro. Come on.
So you can do all this, guy?
I used to be able to. Yeah.
I don't know if I buy it.
That's actually not that hard to do if you can skate.
It really, if you can just ollie a board, it's not that hard.
I got to see video or it didn't happen.
Like, see, I could like 50-50 a quarter pipe, but that's about it.
Anyway,
like a very small quarter pipe.
Guy, we got away from the main question I want to ask about your hair.
Oh.
Why did you do it?
What do you mean?
Well, because he's bald.
Yeah, but his bald head is circular. It looks nice. It's not all fucking deformed.
Because this is why.
Like, why would you bother? And he's got a girlfriend, and he's 40 something. It's like, what?
Because when I lost all that, I didn't mind having a shaved head. When I was bigger, the smaller I got in stature, like I didn't like having a bald head being smaller. When I was like bigger and my traps were bigger, my neck was bigger, I didn't mind. But I got big ears and my head's small.
Now you got a pin head and a pin body. You can't have that.
I don't think that's true at all.
Listen,
monster.
Yeah. Listen, Fouad, you understand because you're telling us that you want to get a nose job.
Oh, I'm just joking. What? I'm not actually going to do it.
No,
you would.
I don't know if you're joking.
I would. I'm not. Listen,
Why?
I'm not trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Why?
I just like to take the tip.
Can't hide that.
Take the tip down.
Just a little bit. Just snip right here.
Just shave the tip down. Just get a file out and just.
Imagine he went in for the surgery. And he's like, "What do you hear?" Just taking the tip off, and he walks in when fucking wakes up and happens dead of his dick's missing.
No, listen. Everybody wants to change something about themselves.
Yeah.
I don't think I would actually go through with it.
I want to get this damn tooth fixed. I knocked this tooth out when I was young.
See what I mean? Do you see what's
Yeah.
you see what's funny about people? Like you said, I've never even noticed that.
Well, it's
Right.
just like, I have all my wisdom teeth, and over the last few years, it's like pushed my teeth to wedge in like this.
Why don't you get your wisdom teeth out?
This tooth is darker than this tooth because
Yeah.
I knocked it out when I was a kid.
Why don't you get your wisdom teeth out?
I don't know, because I'm lazy.
Teeth is the best money I've ever spent, period, on myself.
Yeah, no shit. You have a beautiful smile.
Fucking the
What'd you get,
best money I've
veneers?
ever spent.
Veneers?
The front four, they were veneers, and then I went and got full implants done. There.
That's awesome. Yeah.
You have fake teeth? I didn't know that.
Well, when I had the bike accident,
Oh, that's right. How many of your teeth got knocked out?
well, actually, I had 2 accidents after teeth. It was after the bike accident I was able to go and get my, because when I broke my cheekbone in college or university, I smashed a bunch at the back and then chipped the one at the front, but I didn't have any money to get it done, so I just lived with it for like 5-6 years. Then I had the bike accident, busted up the front ones, and then
How did you get how did you break your cheekbone?
played football.
What?
I took an elbow that the goalkeeper, I turned him around, the goalkeeper.
Oh, like while you were
threw me in.
playing soccer? Or,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
it broke that, so I got a plate in there. That's what that scar is. There's there. See it in the hairline?
You have a plate in your face?
Yeah, you see the hairline there? There's a
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, yeah.
Godfather, you
Yeah.
are.
They went in there,
How,
plated that, and then it was wired shut for like 3 months
how the
while I was
fuck
in
am I
college.
supposed to? Okay, wait. So when you're friends with somebody, guy,
I mean, that's a pretty important piece of information. You should know about it.
Happened when I was like 20 years old, and
guy, do you know about all my surgeries?
Which ones?
That's my exact point. You don't know. So to some friend you are. Stupid. fucking-
Your tricep surgery. I know you tore your hamstring.
That's it. That's all you know.
What else is there?
I had
You had a little partial tear in your quad.
I had testicle surgery
Did you?
I've
What
had
happened to your
testicle surgery.
What happened to your testicles?
when I was 7. I
You had to find them.
I had they did.
They're still looking.
When I was 7, it was funny. I used to complain about stomach aches all the time, but it was only around the time like my parents would send me to bed, and I'm like, they're like, you're fucking lying. You just don't want to go to bed. Go to bed.
That's funny.
And I kept complaining, and they're like, okay. So they took me to the doctor, and the doctor's like, no, one of his testicles is like lodged.
Hasn't descended yet.
It hasn't descended. Yeah. So I had to have surgery
Oh,
when I was 7, and they
why
pushed
only
that.
when you went to bed?
Probably because I wasn't doing anything, right? When you're not active as a kid, you probably like think of shit more. So I was like,
Oh, yeah.
so it's probably like I was bored. I'm like, my stomach hurts. I don't know why I was at
That's
that.
but that's like that's a common thing.
I had a torsion
What's
of
a
my
torsion?
left. It's where, because they do this, right? They'll flip back and forth. Well, it can go this way and it can barrel roll and it starts to knot itself up.
Oh yeah.
Choke itself.
So I was thinking, I was like 20. Yeah, I was like 23. I remember I went to the gym one day and I was like, I feel like maybe I walked into like a barbell. You know, when they're on the benches, I was like,
I've done that.
kind of felt like right above the base of my dick, it felt sore. And I was like, that doesn't feel right. Well, anyway, over the course of like 5 days, my left nut just started to go this fucking color to the point where the skin was shiny.
Oh,
How do you wait? I would have been in the emergency room 3 days prior.
I tend to just ignore shit and I won't go to a hospital or doctor unless I fucking have to.
Unless your nuts is about to explode.
So the only relief I would get, I remember I'd go to my mum's house because she had a bathtub, so I'd have to run a hot bath and lay in it so that the skin would relax to take the pressure off the nut. Anyway, so I had to go and have surgery and they were like, oh yeah, it's twisted. When they a 4-hour window to save it. They're like, when did this happen? I said, 4 days ago. So they're like, holy shit, okay, let's you got to sign a waiver. We're gonna cut the left one out, and probably the right one is gonna come out as well because of the lack of blood supply and whatever else, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that the whole nutsack was like a plum at that point, right? The skin was shiny, it was so swollen.
Yeah.
And so I signed my nuts away. I remember my mum.
So
I
they
was
cut,
like
what they
23,
do?
so-
They cut them both out and put them back in. Like what? I don't understand.
No, so I don't know exactly what they did. They just unraveled them and left them in there because I remember signing them away, and my mum was decided of like no eyes out, no more, no grandkids, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. At this point, I didn't want kids, so I was like,
The
fuck
way
it.
Ben's telling this is great.
And I woke up, and the only way I can describe it, there was this like Hispanic doctor, and it was like, you know, the doctor from The Simpsons, like,
Dr.
hey,
Nick.
everybody.
Dr. Nick, yeah.
Why has this guy come up like the last 4 episodes?
He's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
So-
everybody.
Yeah. He's like, he goes, good news. We saved them both. I'm like, what?
That's great. Now you have a kid.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I think, it's funny because I think when the doctor told me I couldn't have kids, I'm like, I always think to myself, I'm like, I wonder if that was because of my fucking nut when I was 7 being fucking lodged in my fucking abdomen or whatever the fuck it was lodged.
Nothing to do with years of taking juice or anything.
I'm gonna go with the 7-year-old part, not the steroid part, just for my own benefit.
I'm like, I haven't had a
laughing
kid. Just I'm 41. I haven't found the right one. Oh yeah, because the fucking 20 years of gear didn't help.
No, it's purely like addictive.
Fucking my goddamn genetics. I'm bald because of my dad.
It's addictive personality disorder. It's like whatever the fuck is you're addicted to. It's not that. It's everything else.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. So you didn't know about that surgery, and we're friends. So that makes you what, a bad friend?
Yeah, how many surgeries you know about I had?
But I don't consider that being a bad friend.
Well,
I think when you're friends with
this week?
somebody,
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I knew.
I think when you're friends with somebody, the longer you're friends, the more shit you find out. It's not like you just get a book.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, we're friends
Nobody
now.
would
Here's a list of everything.
Nobody would read my book.
Literature on my.
People would read my
on
book
my-
and go like this: bullshit, 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 bullshit.
You'd have to prove all of it.
I'd have to prove every fucking book. I'd have to be like, I'd have to put please see at Fouad Abiad for
Yeah.
proof. Of,
Yeah. Guy, are you coming to Windsor to Canada or what?
that's 5 weeks? Everybody's been. That's in May. All right.
May 13th.
I'll book my flight. Everybody's been asking me if I'm coming to the show.
I'll book
Not me.
I'll book
Oh,
your
for your show. You mean for your show?
For Fouad's in May.
yeah.
Wait, when is it?
May 13th.
Okay, good, because I actually have to be here for the New York Pro for.
We're gonna be in New York for the New York Pro.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, so is Branch and MJ.
Yeah. So we're doing the live podcast. Like Ben can't come to that, but
Do you want to do? You know, we can do one here or even like outside or in my room if you want to do one at my house.
yeah, I don't care. We can do that too.
Whatever you guys want to do.
All I'm saying is, so May 13th we have ours, and then I think I fly to New York to meet Ben and Samson May 17th in New York.
You guys know you have always a place to stay. So
And then, well, we got an Airbnb because we're gonna be doing some stuff at Bev's.
okay.
And then we got a booth at the New York Pro. So we have Samson's doing.
Oh, you got like a table. Okay.
Yeah, so Samson's doing like a Q&A seminar kind of thing at Bev's on the 18th. And then it's adorable. She's adorable. Sorry. And then we're at the New York Pro with you guys. We'll see you guys there.
Hi.
So should I book your flight?
I'll absolutely come.
Okay, awesome.
I got to go to. I leave for Italy in 10 days.
For what?
I got 2 seminars in Italy, and I'm the guy that do you know the drink company? You know that big when I always drink out of the container, it's always colored like
Yeah.
So there's a company called Bolero,
Yeah.
and the guy that helps runs the company, his name's Alessandro Savi.
Doesn't Bolero do the drink flavoring?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So but the guy Alessandro Savi, who I met, he's from Italy, and he that's the booth I was at for at the Arnold.
Yeah.
So they wanted to put on seminars. They wanted to bring me over to Italy. So I have a seminar on the 22nd. Then I have a seminar at another town in Italy.
Are you talking about April? You're talking about April 22nd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guy, are you gonna do a seminar in Italian, or are you just gonna shout louder?
I'm just gonna scream loud.
Okay.
I'm just gonna talk more like this.
Yeah.
Smoke cigarettes the whole time.
So are you bringing? Is this the one you said you want to bring your parents to Italy? Are they going with you?
Yeah. I booked all their. Yeah, they're.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
That's nice. Did you?
My grandparents were from Italy. My grandparents always went back. My dad always wanted to go. My mom has never been. So I figured, they're 68 years old. I'm like, I want to do something like with them, like where they can enjoy it. So for Christmas, I booked their flights, their hotel, yada yada yada. So
did you make them? Did you just book it and then make them pay for it?
No, I paid.
Oh, okay. I'm just
Fucking $3,000 for those tickets. A lot of those tickets were not cheap.
So what are you doing a seminar on? I want to know what the Guy Cisternino seminar experience is like.
I honestly do. They want to do like an open forum Q&A. I don't, when I go into seminars, I have no structure. I don't write anything down. I go off the top of my head. I don't ever, dude, even when I've given best man speech,
I'm completely unprepared. I have no idea what I'm doing.
No, I'm not. No, hold on. Justin, you're a real fuck. You know what? You're a real fuck.
Whoever's got him coming for a seminar is watching this right now. Going,
no, this guy is fucking winging it, dude. What the fuck?
I know what the seminar is about, like, but I don't walk up there with a pamphlet.
We're just busting your balls.
Like, my name is Nakano.
I'm not good. I'm not good like that. I'm horrible.
Have you seen that? Horrible. You know the scene with Brad Pitt in Inglourious Bastards where he's like in the cinema. He's pretending to be.
Yeah, he's gonna be there doing that. Garlami.
Well, that's like John. Like if you go to John's seminar, it's like an hour or more of him with slides, and he's going through like an entire.
And that's great because that's. But I could never, like, I'm more. So this is why I stopped teaching. Like when I went to school to be a teacher, this is why teaching turned me off, because what got me into being a teacher and like wanting to teach history was the teachers that taught. It was like in front of the classroom. It was just talking. There was no like computers and slides. It was just you listened and like they captured you as your teacher. And that's why I fell in love with history. So when I talk, I don't do good with the flashing lights and the pictures. I do good with me on a stage and nothing else.
No, I hear you. But what I mean by that is, regardless of the slides, what I'm saying is when John would do a seminar, he would have his own presentation.
Yeah.
And then he would open up to Q&A.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you go up there and you're like, I don't, just go ahead and ask me whatever you want to ask me. And then
I go up there and I explain to him, like, you know, for those that don't know, I tell them who I am, where I came from. Like, you know, I explain how I got to where I got to as far as in bodybuilding and business, and my belief structure as far as training and nutrition, and how I go about, you know, structuring my diets and my training program. But I don't really make it about me, because when you do seminars, it's more, the hard part is engaging people to ask questions. But once you get people comfortable to ask questions, that's where the seminar, the value comes from, is people being comfortable asking questions, because that's why they're there.
I've done that too. It's easier.
So I just try to get them comfortable, and then I just, you know.
I've been asked to do a bunch of public speaking things, and I've never done them because I'm like, who the fuck am I to do a public speaking thing, right? So
if somebody's asked you to do a public speaking, you're somebody important enough that people want to listen to you.
I pass on them usually, always, except for one time. Okay, so one time, listen. So one time I'm like, all right, I'll do seminar is different. I've done a couple like Q&A things, but just the public speaking thing, I'm like, what am I going to talk about? Like, what do you want to know about me? Like, big deal, right? So I go to one. I'm like, okay, I'll go, and I think I need like half an hour of material. So I talk for half an hour. Maybe it went like 45 minutes. I get done. The guy's like, I had no idea you're going to talk for that long. And I was like, fuck. Like, I felt bad. I'm like, did I just like bore the fuck out of people? So
why did he feel the need to tell you that?
I don't know. Like he wasn't unhappy, but it seemed like I just felt like, fuck, this is why I don't do these things.
How were the people?
Well, everybody was engaged. People were engaged.
So like when we did our live podcast, like everybody that's on here was here. Remember afterwards, we were all like, did everybody like that? And we were asking everybody, like, did you guys like it? Because every time we would talk, we would turn around and everybody was like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were like, is everybody having a good time? Because this is like, nobody's really doing it. And they were just, the people get that's good though.
Yeah. That's what you want. That's why I don't do those things. I'm like, I don't know.
Let's set up some seminars in, let's do some shit in Canada.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a seminar person. Not. I'd rather do live podcasts. It's more fun.
But a live podcast is kind of a seminar.
It's kind of the same thing. It's a Q&A thing. It's a Q&A thing. Yeah. It's
live podcast is actually did very well, I thought.
Yeah. I think
that shit's so fun, bro.
I think the one in Toronto will be a good time. Listen, I got a question for you guys. So summertime is coming. I'm going to be on my motorcycle all the time. So I won't be able to bring my dog with me everywhere like I do, because my dog literally comes with me everywhere. He comes to the office with me, comes to the gym with me. Should I get a second dog to keep him company?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say so. You guys just have the one right now?
We have a dog and a cat.
Let me ask you a question. How well-mannered is your dog?
He's great. Why?
I'm saying because if he's well-mannered and listens, it's a lot easier to train a dog that listens, because it will take lessons from the other dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's great. He doesn't I've actually,
Bro, let me tell you something. These two are up to each other's asses all day. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
I'll say this: we got a second dog for Dozer.
Yeah.
Bad move.
Yeah, but
Bad move.
That's different. Dozer's
Bad move.
Yeah, but hold on. Dozer
ain't here anymore.
Dozer was a maniac prior.
Dozer's not a maniac. Dozer's chill as fuck.
There was a dog when we were there that like was in the fence, like nobody could go near. Originally,
that's Dozer. But he is the most chilled dog
now,
you've
right?
ever met in your life. And he was 4. She came along and fucking aggroed him into this fucking animal. And she was one that killed all of our animals. So she got put down at the end of last year, and he's gone back to being the loveliest family dog you could ever imagine again. He's like 120-pound fucking pussycat.
That could just be because he was an alpha and didn't like another.
No,
dog.
You cut out, Ben.
You cut out. I didn't hear
you cut out.
He was on purpose. He was cussing.
I said she was a fucking psycho. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, she was a fucking psycho, and we've got one of their daughters and one of their sons in the other pen in my in-laws, and it's the same situation. The boy is chill, and the girl is fucking aggro. She can't be trained. She can't be taught. Oh my god, she's a handful.
I mean, I guess it's got to be subjective because I'm sitting here saying I think 2 dogs are great, but obviously there's cases where it's not.
Yeah, no, like I say, the girl, the female was a pit. Trained on. Even when you saw him, if I took him off one-on-one, he's obedient. As soon as she came into the mix, it was carnage. If I took him out and had her one-on-one, she was chaos. It was her. She was a fucking problem.
Oh, Fouad, you know what I didn't show you?
What?
Hold on, I'll show you. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I have 2 dogs. I have my Frenchie, then I have my older dog, and I think I want to get another Frenchie, just so I can have a dog that's on.
What's wrong with all you guys fucking?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Because Wally wants to play.
You cut out just so you can have another dog.
I didn't cut out, right?
No.
No, I'm saying I want to have another dog that has the same energy as Wally, as my Frenchie, because he tries to play with Bailey, my older dog, and she just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
So I want to get him a buddy that he can actually play with.
So you have 2 dogs now. You want to get a third?
Yeah, but she's like 13 years old.
Yeah, but isn't I'm just like, what is that? You got a sauna?
One of those infrared things because I'm
badass, dude. Yeah, nice.
Wait a minute here. When did you get that?
It's not together yet. I gotta fucking get it together.
Why did you buy that? For your health?
Yeah, infrared because I don't want to fucking die young.
Do you ever feel like we all just buy stuff we don't need?
My whole entire life is everything I don't need, and I barely buy anything.
I've been on this like
barely buy anything.
I've been on this like extreme shopping kick for the last like month.
Oh, you know why? Because you started dieting.
That's right.
Wait, how much you weigh?
4 weeks of dieting.
260.
Oh god. So you haven't been dieting.
I have been. What's happened is I'm eating more, but it's clean. So I'm just recomp. I'm just gonna stay 260 and just get shredded.
Just get fucking peeled. Yeah. Fuck
you. If you become 260 and shredded, I will give up doing your podcast for the rest of my life.
Why?
Because that'll be your gift, is never having to see me again.
I don't want to do that. Fuck it then. I'll just stop working out. I'm gonna start taking Ozempic so I can just shrink.
Taking what?
Ozempic.
Ozempic?
Ozempic. You never heard of it?
What's that?
Apparently it kills, like, I forget what the actual, Ben will probably tell you exactly what it is, but all I know is it. You don't know about it, Ben?
No.
So apparently.
Wait, is that a commercial? I've seen, it sounds like, is that a commercial?
Is it a GLP?
No, I don't. One second here.
Wait, isn't there a commercial with this? Is this for like AIDS?
It's
for AIDS. No, guys.
Semaglutide.
It's for pink eye.
It's semaglutide, sold under the brand name Ozempic. Is an anti-diabetic medication used for treatment of type 2 diabetes and an anti-obesity medication used for long-term weight management developed by Novo Nordisk. So people are taking it because it's like an appetite suppressant. Like you just kills your cravings, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, I'm just going to take that so I can shrink and lose like 40 pounds. It'll kill my cravings.
Huh?
It'll kill my cravings. No more shit. No more fucking...
Remember I was telling you yesterday we were texting, I'm like, why is it when you get old? Huh?
Wait.
No, I was asking, you actually consider using that stuff?
Are you and Ben on the same fucking server?
God damn it, really? What the fuck's going on?
I am actually considering using it. I was actually going to bring Dr. Hotchkiss back on.
Who?
And Dr. Adam Hotchkiss. He's from Merrick. He's helping me out. and I was going to bring him back on to talk about Ozempic kind of in detail, so I can learn more about it before I.
I think that's in the class of the GLPs, and the what are they called the. Anyway, just check about their impact on the pituitary because from what I remember, I actually was watching some stuff that Dr. Stevenson put out, and for everything you take, there's a reaction and a cascade that you probably don't want to happen.
Oh, you mean like a side effect?
You're thinking about oh, there's a great cosmetic benefit, but then I'm like, yo, you're fucking around with hormonal responses and cascades that your body is not meant to be doing.
The effect of semaglutide on the
semaglutide. There you go. Okay.
Pituitary function. 7 milligram oral tab. The randomized blinded placebo-controlled clinical trials conducted on 10 healthy volunteers. 5 study subjects received 7 milligrams of oral semaglutide and 1 placebo. Let's just see if I can get to the fucking summary here. I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm not gonna bother with this. I'm gonna bring somebody on. I'm gonna bring somebody on who knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Ask Scott Stevenson.
Is that the thing that people are using now as like the new weight loss drug that everybody's talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. It is. To that as well. You're just worried about the visuals, so
you and Justin.
I've been doing pretty good lately. Last few episodes, I've had no issues.
Yeah. Of what?
Just yeah.
Me and Justin, what? Wait, what?
You cut out. We couldn't hear you for a solid 30 seconds.
You keep cutting out. It's like it's weird. You know what's weird about yours, Ben, is you're not freezing.
No,
it's just the audio.
I wonder if it's the headphones. Yeah. I wonder if it's the headphones.
Let me check if it's coming through.
Hey, you guys know that who's that? Amir. That's what I was thinking of.
Who?
Amir. Is it Amir?
Who's Amir?
The kid that
Amir, you
23. this kid. He's doing South America. Arnold. Amir.
Oh, dude, this guy's a fucking freak.
He's only like, this is a picture of him at like 23, I think.
Holy shit.
I think he's 23 or 24. I mean, his legs need to match his upper body. I don't know how much if he's brought them up. There's a recent photo I thought I saw of him somewhere.
That side triceps is really nice.
Yeah, he's great, man. He's young too.
Why does he have a face of a 12-year-old and a body of a 30-year-old?
I think this is 5 days out. Is this? Yeah, Arnold, South America. Yeah, this is recent.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like quads are the only thing that.
Where is he from?
Adductors, but geez, he's crazy looking.
That's at Frankfurt, Germany. I think he's German.
Fouad, have you check out this guy? Just turned pro.
Who's that?
His name's Johan Pradelis.
How do you spell it?
Joan.
Yeah.
P-R-A.
I know this guy. This is the Jay Cutler lookalike.
Oh God, this kid. Patrick showed me him the other day. I hadn't seen him. He's
a Jay Cutler lookalike.
Really?
Fucking he's young. Just turned pro last year.
Look at this physique.
Oh yeah.
And he's tall as well. He's
I follow this kid.
He's like 5'11", 6 foot. You know that?
For whatever reason, there's been like fucking 10 pages that compare me right next to this little freak.
You think he looks like you?
Yeah.
There was
how tall he is?
How tall is he?
He's like my height nearly. He's like 5'11", 6 foot.
No shit.
Yeah, I thought Jordan. Yeah, he's
his face doesn't look like Jay Cutler, but I remember there was a leg shot that he posted. I was like,
oh yes, yeah, I know. Okay,
that looks like Cutler's fucking leg.
Look at him next to Regan. He stood and Eddie Hall, just to see the height, and Samson.
Where? Oh, him and it. Wow, he is tall.
He's down next to. Yeah, look at him next to Samson. He's got a picture next to Samson down.
Somebody like that would hit you and you would just turn into.
Oh, that was him that guest posed with Samson.
Yeah, look at the size of the fucker.
Wow.
Yeah, he's good, man.
Big, bro.
Freak show, dude.
This is crazy.
Wow, he's fucking good.
He's got it every
man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Very good.
Wait, it was a shot kind of like this, Fouad.
Yeah, it was. It was these earlier shots that I saw of him that reminded me of Jay.
It's a big boy.
It doesn't matter.
He's young. He's very young as well, I believe.
Yeah, it's a good shot, man. He's good.
Yeah, he's awesome. That fucking
But what I
he's got a
wanted,
crazy physique.
what I wanted to ask you guys was, and I think I know the answer, but I was asking you guys anyway. Can Amir beat Baruz?
Who?
Baruz. You know who Baruz is?
So bad with names, bro.
I don't think so. Not
No,
Here,
this one.
let me show Guy Baruz just because he's fucking awesome.
I thought you were hard on Baruz.
I am. That's what I said. I don't think he can beat Baruz.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm asking you. I'm asking
All right.
you guys. What do you think?
I just
No,
feel like
no.
Baruz has such great shape, and the conditioning that guy can get into is.
Oh
fucking-
yeah, this guy's crazy.
Yeah. He's very.
His size is deceiving though, because he doesn't look
Maybe I
as
should
big.
start following these guys.
It's kind of almost like a Samson thing. Like he doesn't look as big by himself as he does when he's standing next to everybody else.
I mean, he looks great there.
No, he looks great, but he's bigger than he looks here. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Well, what show's he doing?
So Arnold, South America.
Oh, it's
What
next
is
week,
that?
right?
The glutes on this guy are fucking wild.
Yeah. Here, guy. I'll show you a picture of him in shape on stage.
That's this weekend.
Look at this.
Look at those fucking glutes.
I mean, it's obviously structured a little bit, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but fuck, dude. You can see the textures there.
Yeah.
Those
So-
things are ribbed for your pleasure.
Does anybody else know anyone who's doing Arnold South America other than those two guys?
I don't know. Is Sergio making it? Isn't that? I mean, that was the plan, right?
Was that
Did you see Sergio? Sergio just posted an update, like a most muscular.
Sergio has been looking.
Sergio's? Yeah,
Sergio looks monstrous.
Yeah, he
Sergio's
looks crazy.
I'm
He
waiting
looks
for
big,
fucking-
round, and fucking hard and
He
green.
looks like
Hard, yeah, he looks hard. For
Look,
like,
he's
I've
got
never
that.
seen him
He's
look that-
finally getting that. Like he's always got. Brett, he's always been like hard, but he never had that like graininess.
No,
and he's
yeah,
starting to get that. He's starting to
It's
like
different
turn that
now.
corner. I mean,
No,
it's
he
filtered,
posted an actual update. There's a most muscular.
but he's always been dangerous, but he's getting very dangerous.
Yeah,
Well,
it's so
Sergio's
wide.
Sergio's another one.
Yeah,
that's,
there you go.
Sergio is another one who's deceivingly
Deceiving.
way
291.
way bigger on stage than he looks in
Pictures don't do him justice at all.
No.
Yeah, he looks pretty fucking big there, though. God.
No, he looks big, but when I saw him in person, his fucking shoulder width but the fact that he's 6 feet tall is like.
So I met him at Nationals, and we chatted for a bit, and I was just sucked up in like 215, and he was like 320, and it was just like holy.
You probably felt like a baby.
I felt like such a wiener.
I think I was at what show was it? It was the San Diego Fit Expo. It was like 2 years ago. Dude, I fell in an open bathroom in front of Sergio by a urinal. Fell in fucking water and piss, like all out fell, and there was nobody else in the bathroom. It was one of the funniest fucking moments at an expo I've ever had.
How does this shit happen to you, guy?
I walked into the bathroom, we're talking, and I literally go to put my coffee down. I turn around and I just fucking fell right on the fucking ground in front of the urinals.
What the fuck, guy? What's going on, guys? Today's podcast is brought to you by Bashmouth from Bashmouth.com. And as you guys know, I have been partnered with them for quite a while now. The energy gum market is growing and they are killing it. They've changed their packaging to this resealable bag that people seem to really love. Throw it in your gym bag, throw it in the office, throw it in your car, wherever you're going to need a shot of energy. This is where you're going to leave it. I'm going to show you guys the website really quick. If you go to bashmouth.com and use code RBP, you get 10% off. Just go to shop. There's free shipping on orders over $30, as you can see here. If you go to shop, you can get a sample bag, you can get a stick, you can get a full box, you get what you need, and now you can get bags too. But they have all this merchandise as well. Just use code RBP at checkout and get 10% off. Guys, check out Bashmouth Gum. If you need an energy boost, this is the way to go. Okay. Amir, Baruz, nobody else? We don't know anybody else?
I don't know. And the show's fucking next week, isn't it?
I mean,
There's
like
like a list
team.
somewhere.
Is any of those guys doing it?
Who's that?
I don't
Hakeem?
think Hakeem is.
I don't think Hakeem is, no.
Where would the list be? We suck at this. You know, this is like the stuff you're supposed to research.
I would
beforehand.
try
Bodybuilders Without Borders.
Bodybuilders Without Borders or something like that. See if they got something.
I don't see an Arnold list.
Anyway, so Justin,
Yeah, what's up?
16 weeks?
15 now.
15 weeks.
You got to not shave until the day before that. Like,
He's not going to do
But,
that.
I mean,
I used to always do that. Always.
yeah, my beard doesn't get nice and big and thick.
That's not supposed to.
It
That's
starts
not-
turning red and getting
That's
wispy.
fine. Let it go. Let it go.
very unattractive.
Let it go. Like be like Tom Hanks in fucking
Castaway.
Just Castaway. Just let it go.
Yeah. I mean, that check-in I sent you guys before I shaved, I look pretty shitty.
What show are you doing?
Chicago Pro.
I'm gonna say this. There's not many young there's young up and comers, but for nobody has stepped on an IFBB stage yet or competed as a pro, you're like was it something that you posted from 2-year somebody posted it was like your 2-year transformation.
Yeah,
that 2 years went from you have one of the most insane physiques I've ever seen. Like your physique is, I think, top. Your physique as it is, if you just continue to put mass on it structurally, is like, I look at him like top 5 in the world.
Thank you, guy.
I think your shape is that good. I really do.
Appreciate that, dude.
But that doesn't mean like now I think you could battle with some of the best. But I think if you add on size to where you were,
I'm not naive to where I'm at.
It's crazy. Like your physique is like Kevin Levrone-esque when I look at it.
Yeah, I just need to continue doing what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not naive to where I'm at. I know that I need time to be at the top, but I'm very confident I can get there.
So I don't disagree with a lot of what Guy said, but I will say there is a lot. The one thing that I do disagree with is that there are a lot of young guys coming up that look really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like the guy we just looked at, that's one.
He's not a pro?
I think
he just turned.
He just turned pro.
He just turned. He hasn't competed though.
So I think what is this?
And you got good Vito.
And then there's good Vito. And then there's there's a bunch. There's actually
good Vito's a fucking freak show, but man, can that guy get into shape?
No, listen. I'm not saying these guys are competitively this or that. All I'm saying
you're saying the pool is starting to open up.
I'm saying it looks like bodybuilding is turning another. Like it's almost like bodybuilding.
I know what you're saying.
It's cyclical a little bit. And there's like a ebb and flow of it where it's on the way up right now. There's so many young guys, like Quint's only 26.
Crazy.
Fucking, these good Vito, this Podelis guy, there's guys out of fucking South America that are starting to look fucking crazy. Like, Nick is fucking 28 years old. Like there's a lot of guys.
Why do you think that is? Do you think that's just the wave in times and how it goes?
I think it's just how bodybuilding is, man. It's
times we talk about, how many times we talked about how there's nobody coming up and coming?
Look, it's like this. If you think about it, and I don't want to take anything away from anybody, and this is just how I view things. So I could be totally wrong, but I feel like the 70s, everybody talks about the golden era. Mm-hmm. People seem to skip over the fucking 80s. And then they go, the 90s are the best physiques ever. And then they skip over the fucking 2010s. Then they talk about Phil, and then there was like an empty spot. And now it's like kind of like on the way back up again.
Yeah.
So that's just, it's almost like bodybuilding kind of just does this.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I mean, kind of that's what everything does.
But I think if you ask me why it is now, I would say because a lot of the great physiques that could have continued on from the 90s or the 2000s have gone into classic. Like imagine there was no classic. You would have Chris Bumstead would be putting him on more size. You'd have fucking what's his name?
Ramon,
the German guy. Well, Ramon Urs, that's the German guy.
Yeah, you'd have Terrence filled out in the 212.
Yeah, like you'd have a lot of great classic physiques that are fucking moved on to open.
Sure.
But we don't have that now. So now it's like I think the pool is a little bit smaller, but we're starting to see these young guys from overseas and shit. And there's Nick and there's fucking now Justin's coming on. Not that Justin's young, but he's fresh in the sport.
Yeah.
So I think we're starting to see like a resurgence, and then you see guys like you guys see guys like Quint and Regan and Samson's older, but he's brought back some of the aesthetics. Like Andrew's showing up. Like it's almost like the sport's kind of going like this again.
I think the next 5 years of bodybuilding is gonna be really exciting.
And part of the really, really exciting part about it for me as like a fan is when you think of Phil's era, you think of Phil and then everybody else.
Yep.
Mm. You know what I mean? Or if you
when you think of Phil, you normally think Phil, Kai, Jay, Sean.
No. I know that, but I'm saying like in Ronnie's time, you would think, hey, Ronnie's got the Olympia, then there's everybody else. And in Phil's time, you'd be like, okay, Phil's gonna win, and then everybody else. Now it's like it just seems so competitive. Now you're like, you know what? I don't know if Hottie's gonna win again. I don't know if Derek will beat Hottie. I don't know if Nick will show up looking like a freak. I don't know if Samson will get shredded and win. Like because
you're saying back when we were talking about Phil, it was like, can this one person beat Phil? It wasn't can all these guys beat Phil? It's like, is Kai going to beat Phil? And that's all we talked about.
That's what I'm saying. Like the pool is deeper. The pool is deeper now. So
I want to see. I know I'm biased, but I want to see Neil Curry in 18 to 20 months time.
I'm excited to see Neil too, man. If Neil can bring up his hamstrings, I think Neil will be really fucking impressive. Because that's the only thing I see on him now. Like when you turn him sideways, you're like, okay, the back of the leg is a little flat. But if Neil can fill out that leg, he'll be very
fucking front shot. Just all his front shots are so wacky looking.
You know how many times he's done a front shot and I've had to look at his waist because it looks like it's Photoshop because it's so skinny.
That's
because of the
and he's got that tattoo. That tattoo as well.
Looks like he pumps up his fucking chest with a goddamn bike pump.
I've never seen anyone get their chest almost like implant full.
Crazy full looking. Yeah.
Anyway, I think
it's exciting.
I think bodybuilding as a whole is good though, man. There's a lot more media in bodybuilding now. All the guys seem, because there was a guy, I don't know if you remember, there was a lull where, remember, like from 2000 to 2008, guys were getting like pretty big contracts.
Yes.
And then there was, after the 2008 recession, everybody started getting paid fuck all for contracts for like a good 10 years.
Yep.
And I feel like now things are back on the way up and people are actually getting paid more.
My first contract was $1,000.
Mine was $2,000. Who's your contract with? Was it before you were pro or after?
So no, my first ever paid contract was when I won my first show after 2011 Dallas Europa. I was with BSN for $1,000.
Yeah.
2000 I signed that contract in 2011.
But that's what I'm saying, like 2011. That's why, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And things still aren't like they were before 2008, but they're better.
Yeah, they're getting better, yeah. Which is crazy because we just came from a place where stimulus checks were getting handed out like fucking Tic Tacs, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's like when people don't have money, they just spend it more. Because I mean, you just had that big whole thing in California where the bank got shut down that everybody fucking lost their mind over.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just think bodybuilding is going in a pretty good direction right now.
Yeah,
I completely agree. I'm very, very excited for the
and if you look at the other side of it too, the health side of it to me is better too. We've had, unfortunately,
I think it's better because people are bringing things to light that should be brought to light that weren't brought to light before, like things that you do with like bringing certain people on and talking about it and like having the doctors
awareness.
Yeah.
There's awareness, information and awareness.
Yeah.
There's more. It's more prevalent, more accessible.
Yeah, but the problem was when the internet first started, all the information that was out there, bro, was literally just nonsense. It was just people.
There's still a lot. There's still that there.
No, but the difference is it was only lopsided. There was only that information.
Yes.
It was only the guys who were talking like mad shit. Now we have a balance where there's like you can actually find a bunch of people that are giving like logic, like rational, good, health-wise information.
But you still have a ton of people that still will say like what they're on, and I'm like, what? Like, and I'm still with all that out there. You guys still don't listen.
That's going to happen no matter what, guy.
I know.
I think in our sport, I don't know if people put enough stock in genetics. So if someone's not achieving what they want to achieve, they're like, it must be because I'm not taking enough.
Yeah.
No, do you know what was really nice? I had a phone call this morning with a potential new client, British kid. He's 20 years old, and he's like, the coach I'm working with at the minute has me doing this, and he goes, I know from watching and gathering information, I know better than that. I mean, it was astronomical. It was like nearly 2 grams of gear at 20 years old. He's like 180 pounds, right? It's obscene. Yeah. And he goes, I know better. And I told the coach I wanted to pull back, and he goes, he kind of just got pissy that I was questioning him. So here I am looking for a new coach. And I'm like, well, credit to you for having the maturity to not just listen to your coach who at some point he looked up to, right?
I really don't like to give anybody any gear until I know they know how to train. Like I need to know you actually know how to fucking work out, and then we can talk about it.
Listen to this, Justin. You want to hear something blow your mind?
And listen, I'm also not saying train like me, Fouad. I'm just saying like in general.
I didn't say
I know,
anything.
I'm just saying, but like just to distinguish, like I don't care how you listen.
You were fucking thinking it.
I don't have any parameters I need you to operate in. I just need you to train fucking hard. Like if I need you to train hard and effective, and then we can talk. Like it's just like mostly guys come to me and immediately I just like, let's get on a cruise and then prove to me you can eat your meals and train. What's that?
So there's a girl reached out to me from my gym. She just turned 18. And she's like, I was working with so-and-so, okay, who no longer, who moved. Because I guess the guy lived in Jersey. He's a pro. And no longer is in Jersey anymore. He moved elsewhere, yada, yada, yada. This fucking girl was on at 17 years old he had her on fucking T3 and Clem at 17. And I go, excuse me? I go, are you serious? And she was like, yeah. I go, that is probably, I go, that guy shouldn't be allowed to give anybody diets. I go, ever again. I go, the fact that you're 17 and your hormones are just starting to fucking like do their thing, and he's throwing T3 at you and Glenn at 19 weeks out. She's been on T3 and Glenn.
I don't think I've ever given a girl. I've coached a lot of girls. I don't think I've ever given one T3 period.
It's just like I people like that. Those are the people that make this sport fucking so negative, because there's no reason for a 17-year-old girl to be, and ready for this. And then after she told him she wasn't working with him, he sends her a fucking contract to sign that she can at no point ever sue her for putting her on all this gear. So he sent her like a contract after she said, I'm no longer working with you, that he asked her to sign, stating she could never go after him for screwing up her hormones in the future because he put her on PEDs.
Wait a minute. I don't have a problem with that if he would have made her sign it when they first started working. Yeah.
100%.
Because if I'm a coach, I got to protect myself. Because if you
No. I agree. Yeah, I'm talking about it because it was after the fact.
Yeah. It's a little weird.
Which it was very weird.
Yeah.
But did he have this 17-year-old girl actually taking gear?
T3 and Clem, yes.
But T3 is enough, man. Like,
I saw the email of what I saw it all.
Yeah.
60 micrograms of Clem.
One of the biggest like red flags for me with coaches is not, if somebody says, like, sometimes I hear people say like, well, I asked my coach about this food and he said, just eat it. Like, that's what I don't have as much of a problem with. I know it's not right, but I don't have as much of a problem with that as I do with the drugs. Cause I feel like,
I think
that's how, if you're not a good coach, that's what you're doing to get results.
You're like individuals boundaries that they don't want to cross, and you can't work around those boundaries. Then,
yeah. No, actually, you know what? I take that back. There shouldn't really be anything where somebody says I can't do that, unless it's laziness. Like if somebody says, "Look, I barf every time I eat fish," and you say to the guy, "You have to eat fish or you can't get shredded," I don't know if you're a great coach.
Agreed.
Yeah, because you should be able to find a workaround for your client.
Egg whites are fucking
but you also trying to establish how accurate that is from the client, right?
I understand right where you're going, Ben. I know. Yeah. I agree with you.
Sometimes there is a matter of speaking to the individual and saying, "Hey, dude, we gotta tough up, and this is the sport, and this is what it is." And
it's not black and white. It's a fine line.
Yeah,
yeah. Like you are guys like.
When people say they're starving, like there's a difference between actual starvation and mental starvation. It's not the same thing.
No, that part that part I don't care about. I just feel like like I remember like there was girls I talked to back in the day that would be like, I told my coach I didn't want to take this drug, and he's like, well, if you don't take that drug, you're never going to be a pro.
Well, that's not a bad coach. That's a bad person.
And I'm like, you're talking to a bikini girl, man. Like,
plenty of natural bikini girls.
Anyway, go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
But I was going to say there's an issue, and it more lies when we come into like a prep situation, right, where you have to filter feelings to a certain extent, right? Agreed. And so, as a coach, if you're dealing with an online client, or you're doing it over the phone, or however you're communicating, to try and establish the accuracy of whether they're giving you accurate feedback or emotional feedback. Oh, my legs are beat up versus, hey man, my legs are fucking trashed. It's not worthwhile me doing the Stairmaster today. They are fucking, when you have that dead, empty feeling versus they've just got prep fatigue. Right? And there's a difference, right? So
it's almost like trying to differentiate between being like flat and like water and like watery.
No, he's saying he's trying to differentiate between the person being a pussy or he actually can't do.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's like when people can't tell if they're full or they're like they need to take a diuretic. Like, it's kind of like
it's like this. If somebody like I always hated whitefish, right? But I didn't hate it enough that I wouldn't eat it. So if my coach told me to eat it, I would just make it a certain way that I could get it down.
Yeah.
But if you're the kind of person that literally gags when you eat something, then I'd be like, look, I'm not going to force you to fucking like throw up every time you fucking eat. We'll just change the food source.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, that's why I'm saying it's a fine line between like being a pussy and like sucking it up. You know what I mean?
Great.
Or it's feedback. It's feedback, right? It's the difference between complaining and giving feedback. And that's, from my point of view, that's where I have my biggest, like, well, how do I decipher where we're at? Which one is which?
Yeah. I mean, drugs is an iffy one. Drugs is a more intense one for me though, because I would never want to coach a client and tell them you have to take this drug.
I don't tell any of my clients they have to take anything. Actually,
like if
yeah, absolutely not.
I don't even recommend they take anything until they tell me that they're. I asked them. I said I need to know any supplements or PEDs you take. Once they send me the list and I look at it, then I'll know if they take anything or not.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like that one's a little different. I feel like because it's on them, right? Like the blame is you're going to put, if anything happens to them, it's on them. So they should be making the choice as to how, what they want to do, what they don't want to do.
Yep, I agree.
So anyway, okay. Justin,
yo, what's up?
What are you doing?
I'm checking. I actually have a couple kids that are doing shows tomorrow, so I'm lining up their meal.
Show?
Phil Heath Classic.
Oh, the one in Texas?
Yeah, I don't know. Did you guys see? Yeah, did you guys see that?
That's usually a pretty big show, right?
You guys see that picture of that kid that I fucking?
No, it's pretty small numbers.
Really?
Yeah, Denise is watching.
Or is it the Ronnie? Is it the Ronnie shows that are big? Ronnie and Brady.
Look at this kid.
What did you say, Justin? I see the thing you posted about who.
You see that?
Where is that?
That's a crazy transformation, dude.
Dude, I pulled like 75 pounds off him in 24 weeks. He came to me last year looking like that on the left.
Wow.
And wanted to do a show. And I was like, buddy, we might have to take a year to kind of correct some lifestyle choices and get you in shape and then reassess. But he really wanted to do the show. So, that kid worked. That kid fucking worked for it.
You look better on the left.
That's more your style for sure.
that's the couch at McDonald's.
He looked like he was enjoying life on the left.
Oh, dude, that motherfucker was living, dude, for sure.
He didn't give a fuck. He was going hard in the paint, son.
But that kid fucking worked really hard to get in shape. I'm pretty proud of him.
Going hard in the paint.
That's actually when it's rewarding as a coach. Like because I coach a lot of people. I coach a lot of people, and
dude,
I was like,
I had to give this guy 2 hours of cardio and no carbs for like months.
Yeah. You feel bad,
I would just like burn him to the ground for 3 days, then feed him up. Burn him to the ground for 3 days and feed him up. I mean, I had to. There wasn't much you could do. But I was like, you just got, if you want to do this, you got to buckle up. And he ate whitefish, a lot of whitefish.
That kind of guy, that kind of like, it's the other people is why I stopped coaching. Because out of 10 guys, I would have 2 that were like that guy that would just do anything.
Results like that don't happen if you're not like completely.
I always had trouble with the clients that were like, they just always wanted variety. And I'm like, I can't write you a new diet every.
Bodybuilding is not a variety sport. It's people got to understand that.
There are people that do that, right? Like if you look at Greg Doucette, he's got a cookbook out, and I'm sure there's a ton of variety in it and shit. But
sometimes the individual just needs to understand if I have chicken breast in the plan and you want to eat your lean turkey breast, just sub it in and don't worry about it.
It's not a big difference. Yeah, there's certain
not
things
a big difference.
But I would write those things in. So like if
chicken or turkey breast.
I would write chicken or turkey, or like I would write cream of rice or oatmeal, and I would do the change.
Exactly.
But it still wasn't enough.
Yeah.
They're like, but I don't even know if it was about the variety of food. It was more like what's the next plan? I'm like,
I know what you mean.
The one we're on.
You got to get through plan. You got to get through this stage first.
I appreciate the monotony of the same thing every day. I don't have to think about it. I know exactly what I'm eating. Meal 1 through 6.
But see, like to us, that's bodybuilding, Justin, and that's how I grew up bodybuilding. The same thing over and over again. And that's where mental toughness in bodybuilding plays an important role. But what happens is that when the mentality changes, the structure changes.
Well, wait a minute. Let me just play devil's advocate for a second.
I'm not saying what you're going to say is wrong.
No. All I'm saying is, so that's our way to get shredded, right? But I think in the last 5 years, maybe 10, there's been a theme out there that you don't have to do that to get shredded. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of people are looking for like I don't want to say easier way, but just a different way.
Yeah, dude, I went back.
Wait. I'm not talking about show shredded, by the way. I'm just talking about guys who want to get in shape.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about show shredded, right? For show shredded, I'm like, this is black and white on paper. Whatever's written on that plan, that's what you put in your fucking body. Yes. To the point where, like Carl, you've seen Carl, right? He competes tomorrow. He's going for that kid will ask if he can have chewing gum. Like to that right to that extreme. There's no sauce, there's no condiments. I don't like 5-6 weeks out, we took everything off.
I get it.
Food, no herbs, and we went old school with it. Conditioning's good.
What I'm saying, but I get it. But what I'm saying is, I don't know how it is for you guys as coaches, but when I was coaching, 80% of the people that came to me weren't competitors. They just wanted to get in shape.
That's what I deal with.
The competitors.
Mine's different now. I live in a different.
I really primarily want to work with people who want to bodybuild. I just find it, as far as
Justin, goes, I did too, and that's not what happened though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I have lifestyle clients, but for the most part, I find that the only people that really want to lock in and do what I tell them are bodybuilders.
That's why I stopped though, because like I said, 8 out of the 10 people I was working with were like, I want a life. I can't live this lifestyle.
I know. They check in like, well, I had 7 cheat meals this week. I'm like, oh fuck, we'll try again. Yeah, well, they brought donuts to the work.
Hang on,
like, dude, okay, we'll try again. Then you get 10 weeks down the road, you're like, yo,
see that becomes a life coach and not a.
Well, that's exactly
Go ahead, Ben. Go ahead.
But are you all not in a position where we can do that?
What do you mean?
You like 8 out of the 10. So just work with the 2 then.
No. I understand that, but I didn't.
For
me, it was like I just want to work with everybody who wants to have help, right? So everybody would come with good intentions. I want your help. But it's like Justin said, you give them a plan. They would cheat 3 out of the 7 days, and they'd be like, "Well, I cheated 3 of the days," and I'm like, "Well, I can't change your plan because you didn't follow it."
Yeah.
So then they would be like, okay. So they would go back and they would come back the next week and be like, I had 3 cheat meals again. I'm like, I can't change your plan because you didn't follow it. Then next thing you know, 6 weeks have gone by and the person's mad at me because he's like, you haven't changed my plan at all. And I'm like, you haven't followed it for 6 weeks.
I have a rule. I tell my clients, number 1, I will not change your plan the first 2 weeks because I need 100% consistency for 2 weeks to get your body acclimated to the diet. And I get the same thing. I'm like, and I go, and you have to like dumb it down. Why should I change something if I don't know it's working? Because you haven't given it a chance to work.
Yeah.
So until we get it 100%, it is what. But you know what? Those are. And I hate to say it, but you know how like sometimes you get the gyms where people say, "Oh, the clients that sign up for the gym and don't come are the clients they want." I'm not saying I want clients like that, but I have a lot of clients that sign up with me and just keep fucking paying and month keep fucking up and like at one point, it's like an epiphany comes and they're like, I need to really, and I'm like, I've been telling you this, and then they finally will change, and sometimes
I try to get through to these kind of clients and just tell them like, hey man, I don't want to keep wasting your money and your time and my time. Like, if we're gonna do this, we really just need to have some level of adherence so we can actually start getting some progression out of this. You can get your fucking money's worth. I'm not, I don't want to just collect money every month and not help.
There was a period of time where I was like harder about it. I was like, you know what? If you want to fucking waste your money, you can waste your money. I'll take it. That's fine. You're not doing what you're supposed to. I'm not going to tell you. Like, I've already told you what to do. You're not doing it. You want to keep paying me? Go ahead, keep paying me.
Yep.
After a few years of doing that, it started to weigh on me. I started to like feel guilty.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, man. I'm like, I don't even want that, because I would feel bad every time they messaged me and they were cheating and they weren't following. I'm like, I don't want this fucking hell. I don't want this on my mind anymore.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, you write these plans out and you know how human bodies work. And yes, okay, there's individual differences, but you know when someone's cheating and you don't need them necessarily to write it out. And they'll be like, oh, I'm 100% locked in, Ben. Like, I'm fucking there.
The amount of lies that come out, and then you have to like, what I do is I'll ask certain questions. Like, I know they're lying, but what I have to do is I have to ask certain questions and like brick by brick, like pull it out and then they finally will admit the truth. And I'm like, why did it take all that for you to just tell me the truth?
You're peeling all the layers back until finally.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, like, so my situation was a progression. Before I finally stopped coaching, I got to the point where I was just firing clients. I would work with them for like a month. And then if they weren't following it, I'd be like, look, man, we have to stop like working together because you haven't followed the plan for a full month now. And I just don't think this is going anywhere. And I would literally just sign people on. I'd try them out for a month, and if they didn't follow my shit, I'd be like, I can't work with you, and I'd let them go. And eventually, so then I was only working with competitors that wanted to follow it, and then eventually I was like, this just isn't worth it anymore.
Yeah,
that's where as a business I put quite a long initial payment up front.
Yeah.
You have to work with me for 4 months right off the bat. It's a big installment. There's no payment, part payment. You invest in that. And from doing that, I've got a lot more commitment and dedicated people, because I'll have a lot of inquiries, and then they'll be that 4 months, is that negotiable? Can I pay half now? No, you're either in or
you're committed.
not.
You're committed.
Well, sometimes I'll do this where I have someone sign up, I'll build them a fucking custom training program, I give them a plan, then they check in once, then it's gone. I'm like, that what I just gave you is worth more than that 1 month.
That's right. Part of the reason why I covered my ass and went to a 4 month.
I was gonna say, so that's why I charge what I charge.
I've been considering doing the same thing that you're doing, Ben. It's just tough because not a lot of people have a fucking $1,000 to throw down out the gate.
But you're not desperate to build your client base, right? Yes, you want to build it here and there, but if it can just swell slowly and nicely, then great. So you're not trying to just get numbers in.
You want to build it. You want to build it with people that are committed.
Yeah, that want to throw that down out the gate.
But what happens is you get people that say, "I want to work with you," and what they do is they'll be like, "Yeah, I want to work with you. I want to do a show next year," and then they pay you, and then you give them their plan and their cycle, their cardio, and then they get it, and then the next month, I've heard so many excuses over the years of like, "Hey, my car, I can't afford it," and I'm like, "You just wanted all the info."
Yeah, but that's why Ben's saying. But that's why Ben's saying.
Yeah, I'm saying with Ben, that's why that's and people do that. So Ben, I do the same thing. Like up front, you pay me this because and I give them a little break on.
I've also had those guys that I'll bring in and I'll just put them at like 200 milligrams of test because they were on a cycle, but I know they're not really compliant, not eating their food. They've been on gear for fucking 20 weeks, and then 6 weeks goes by and they're still just on the same amount of testosterone. They fuck off because they want cycles.
They want to be on more.
Every single check, and they're like, I just want to make sure. Hey, I just wanted to order some stuff just to have it, just for when you think you could maybe build it out. I mean, just so I'm ready. Like, no, dude. When the time's right, I'm not going to tell you
what I'm going to need.
Yeah. I just want to be ready. I'm like, dude, we just started a cruise. You got fucking. I'm going to make you do this for the next 12 weeks. Don't worry about
it. It's really funny though, because like if you look at any coach and athlete, and I can look at my roster, the longer I'm working with a client, the better and better and better and better and better it gets, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, you guys are just coming in so short-sighted. You have guys come to me like, hey, I've got a show in 20 weeks' time. And I'm like, okay, I can do that, but that's really not the best. That's not going to achieve your best look. And the guys that come to you and be like, hey, I've got like a 2-year plan. Cool.
I used to tell people they would come to me like right at the start of their prep, and I'd be like, you're not going to make any progress. I can get the fat off you, but you're not going to look any better than you did last show.
Yeah, that's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't miss coaching. I miss coaching really committed people, but I don't miss the coaching thing as in general.
Yeah, I don't I don't know if like Ben, I have rules and I tell everybody there's two. I have 2 rules. You follow the plan. You send your check-in. If you don't send your I do check-ins Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If somebody does not send a check-in, I do not chase them at all. I've had people end their contracts with me because they have missed a check-in and I don't chase them. And I go, if you're an adult and you can't send a check-in, that's your fault, not mine.
I was just going to say that. I can't believe I thought I was the only fucking one.
I also have guys that are 3 weeks out that don't check in. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Too bad. That's too fucking bad.
I got reamed out by this client because he was like, you don't fucking care about me. You only care about the money. Shit. You didn't check on me. And I'm like, I told you from the start, you need to fucking check in. It's your responsibility.
Absolutely.
But I'll tell you, there was a period of time in coaching where other coaches that came along started really babying clients.
Well,
like calling them every day. How are you doing?
Well, that was like the Oscar Ardens and remember like back then.
No. I don't mean necessarily at the highest level, but I can name a few people that were on the medium level that were like really, really babying their clients. So all of a sudden people start expecting it from everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't do that. You send me your check-in when it's your time. I'm not going to check up on you.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I've
thought I was an asshole this whole time.
I have some guys that I know have shows coming up, and I make sure, like, hey, dude, I need to take a look at you, man. Like, you didn't check in. I need to take a look at you. So I will if I'm invested and I care about the final outcome. But as far as chasing clients down on a weekly basis. Fuck that.
Yeah, but
I had a girl tell me.
But wait a minute, that's a good point, Justin. I'm invested and I care.
I know. Yeah.
Only if the guy cares.
Yeah, I get it.
If he doesn't care enough to check in, I'm not going to fucking invest my emotions.
I'm not going to care more than you.
Like I've had clients that I could tell are committed. They care. They want to check in every day or every other day. Whatever.
Yeah.
I go to the show. I'll put their fucking oil on for them. I'll help them pump up. I'm right there with them.
Dude, yeah.
But if you're the kind of client that can't care to check in, I'm not wasting my emotions on you.
I know. And there's those guys, like, I don't know about you guys, but if I'm like 4 or 3 weeks out, I'm fucking can't wait to send my check-in on check-in day. I can't fucking wait. I'm waking up like a kid.
You're hoping you get more food or something.
Well, whatever. I'm just excited. Yeah. I want to see the pictures. I want to see how I look. I want to send the pictures, get feedback. I want to know if we're progressing. I want to know where we're going. Like, I can't fucking wait.
Can I tell you what I used to do, Guy? On the fucking Saturday before my check-in for Chad, I used to do extra car. Yeah, I would take DNP. Take DNP, sit in a sauna, take a Lasix. Like, look, I'm trying to. You're
flattened out today. You got to go eat 3 pies.
There would be a period of time where I would do like more cardio and eat a little less food, just so I looked extra flat in my check-ins.
No, no, is this no way?
Well, hold on, Fouad. I used to do this. I used to, when I was an amateur, like getting ready for shows, I used to step on the scale. And I would literally step on the scale and I would take off my necklace, I would take this off, my socks.
I've done that.
And then if I stepped on the scale, like with underwear on or like naked with the chain on, I would be like, look at it and I'd be like, okay.
Let's take the chain off.
I'd be like, and the gas went down another 0.2.
Yep. I remember my first show. I was trying to make light heavyweights, and I remember standing in the venue butt naked because I needed everything off to try to make light heavies.
I did that one time. Once.
Do you guys get a lot of fluctuations in your diet? I never got a lot. You know, when people say
fluctuation in diet or weight.
No, like a lot of times when I used to coach people, or even just now, like talking to people that are dieting for shows, sometimes they get like wild fluctuations from day to day. In their weight. Like, oh, I was 5 pounds heavier, and I was like,
anytime I see that stuff, I question what the individual.
Well, I just remember when I was prepping, I could literally like tell you what my weight was going to be before I got on the scale.
Me too.
And it was so fucking similar. Like, it was such a pattern.
Are you talking about fluctuating weight from the time you go to bed to the time you wake up?
No. I'm talking about every morning when you weigh yourself.
It happens. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'm 3 pounds heavier.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but for the most part, I generally look. I'll give you an example. If I went to bed and I knew it was 281 that morning, and I was like, okay, I know today was a pretty hard day. I was pretty hungry. Did all my cardio. Everything went pretty good. I feel starving right now. I'm probably going to be up at 280.
Isn't that weird that we can feel those days? You're like,
yeah. But Justin, let's say I only slept 4 hours.
Yeah.
I know when I get on the scale, it's going to say 282.
Yep. Yeah, of course.
And then it would, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, 100%. So I just find it strange when people are like, oh, I don't know why my weight went up 5 pounds. And I'm like, if you ate all the same shit, you had all the same condiments, all the same salt, all the same cardio,
then the variables that fuck up become
the variable less. I think is usually water. Somebody was very
just nod.
Like they usually do.
Yeah.
That's a lot of times, like, guys are starting to drop weight. I'm like, will you just make sure you pound 7 liters for the next 2 days? Then they've pissed like crazy and they're down 4 pounds.
Yeah. But there's an answer there, though. You can say, well, I know I'm lighter because I drank X amount of water, or I'm lighter, or I'm heavier because I added in some Anadrol or whatever. Like,
there was one time that I was eating years ago. I was eating whitefish, and I thought it was, so there's Chilean sea bass, and then there's sea bass. There's 2 different ones.
Yeah.
And the guy told me it was sea bass. And and this guy was a chef, and I'm eating this sea bass for like 5 days, and it is fucking
damn good sea bass.
Delicious.
Banging. And I'm like, this is like, tastes like motherfucking lobster. And I'm like, something. And then my weight was like going like this. And I was working with Thackeray Mubarak, and he was like, bro. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, I'm eating everything to the T. And then finally I figured out that he gave me Chilean sea bass, which is like one of the fucking fattiest fishes that you could fucking eat. And I was eating like 60 grams of fat with the fish meal and not even knowing it.
No wonder it's so delicious.
Oh, it was fucking so good.
You couldn't tell when you were just eating this fucking fatty.
Well, you know, when he was my buddy, he was a chef. He knew how he couldn't use butter and oil. Like, he cooked all my food.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he just did his like he made it with love. Like they made me Fouad used to say, like his sister would cook and be like, I'm not eating it.
Yeah.
I had a client switch from, they were doing cod and they were getting fresh cod, and then they started buying the frozen stuff. But the frozen stuff had been, they used like a saline solution to preserve to freeze sodium. It. And then what they weren't doing is when they were defrosting, obviously, if you put it in water and let it, you can almost like soak out the sodium. If you replace it a few times, let it soak it. So I normally do that. I leave it overnight, replace the water a few times, and his weight went up because obviously the sodium was much higher, and we're in peak week, and he's skyrocketing on like white fish.
Somebody asked on the last podcast about superstitions. I guess it's not a superstition, but I know what I'm dieting. Everything for me has to be exactly the fucking same.
Yes.
Everything. The place where I get my fucking food,
coffee,
how I cook it, like everything. My variables are all like,
And you try to keep them like the same time frames too every day. I would. Yeah.
The only thing for me that maybe I wasn't as like specific with is sometimes I would add more ketchup or barbecue sauce to my food than I should. But I grew up in the era.
I never weighed. I never was a big condiment guy. I never weighed that stuff. Never. I never measured salt.
No, I didn't either. I grew up in the era of Ronnie Coleman, where you just put barbecue sauce on everything, and Ronnie did it.
Actually,
okay.
And drink chocolate.
I actually have guys now taking the, like, it's not on some of the plans, like no condiments from this point.
I know Matt did it with me last year, and I've done it with a few guys.
I'm like, if you want to get in shape and have no doubts, no condiments.
Well, that's kind of what it is. It's like, is it going to affect anything? I don't know, maybe, but
it's not going to improve it. It's not going to improve your look.
Yeah, for sure.
I disagree with both of you on this one. Sorry.
So hold on, so before I give an opinion, I did it that way, the way Ben's saying it, where I cut out everything. And there was one year where I worked with Chris where, leading up to the show, I was just getting better. And the day before the show, I woke up, I sent him pictures, and he goes, do the same thing you did yesterday. And I go, Chris, I had fucking a can of diet soda. I said I had my normal drink from Starbucks. I said I had a gallon of water. He goes, do everything. He goes, condiments, food. He goes, do it all the same.
Yeah.
And I didn't change a fucking thing. And I looked insane. I won the show. So I've literally been at both, but it's,
no, you're talking about.
It's more of a safety net. It's more of a safety net your way.
But wait, you can use certain things closer to a show to get a look, like sodium and things like that. That's different.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the bulk of that prep and then coming into now condition. Like, look, if you're truly in condition, and some coaches will do a burger and fries and it's got ketchup on the night before, that could really polish your look off. I'm not saying it wouldn't.
This is okay. So if we're talking technically in a scientific manner, I'm gonna give you guys this one because obviously, right? But if we're talking real life shit, I would rather I'll just speak for myself. I know I can get just as shredded having a teaspoon of ketchup with my fucking egg whites as having them completely bland.
Yeah.
So I would rather not ruin my entire fucking life and lead a disgusting, like, I got to eat this disgusting fucking food instead of having a squirt of fucking barbecue sauce. It's just not.
But here's the thing: as you get into, if you take everything out, like if someone came into your house and just stripped everything out in the middle of your diet, the first 2 days would suck, and then you'd be like, this actually I can actually taste the food now. It tastes good.
That's all. I've been there. I've done that. Listen, I'll tell you this. I've actually done a couple preps where I was so hungry, I wanted the food to take longer to eat. So I would overcook my chicken and not use any condiments.
Yeah.
Because I would have to chew it longer and it would take longer to eat. I get it. I totally get it. But I'm saying to people, I don't think necessarily it's a concrete black and white situation where you're like, you should take out all the condiments. I think many people have died and gotten shredded with condiments.
Yeah. Okay. But it's that whole thing, right? It's what you're used to. So when I first came here, in the UK, we don't really have coffee creamers. They're not really a thing, right?
Yeah.
So I came here, Denise and they live on them. So I'm like, let me try it. And I'm like, fuck, it tastes like a milkshake, like a hot, like this is amazing.
Yeah.
So I started drinking them, and I spent like 3 years where I'm like, hey, I can't drink coffee now unless it's got creamer in it. Well, when I switched this diet, I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go black coffee. The first week sucked. Now I cannot drink coffee with anything in it. I will not.
You don't get acid reflux from it?
No. Sorry.
I mean, I only drink 1 cup in the morning, but I can taste the coffee now, and I'm not.
Yeah,
my taste buds have adjusted. You know.
Once I did a prep with all black coffee, I never really went back.
So I said this about peanut butter. one of my coaches way back made me switch from, because I was eating normal fucking peanut butter, and they're like, "Hey asshole, go buy natural peanut butter." So yeah, I'm like, "Ooh, Jif is delicious." So I'm like,
Yeah.
so they're like, "Go get natural peanut butter." So I got natural peanut butter, and I'm like, "This is this is disgusting. It just tastes like peanuts. It's gross."
There's
But
no sugar in it.
I know this, but after like a week of eating it, or a month or two of eating it, when I eat like the regular shit now, I'm like, it's disgusting. So I agree with you that you can get used to anything.
Yeah, I feel like at the very end of a prep, at the last 2 weeks, a little bit of salt in my food, and I'm so fucking hungry. It tastes amazing regardless.
I'll give you that. I just don't feel like it's necessary for 12 weeks or something like that.
Well, I'll be honest. I think the first time I ever really did that was last year with Matt. Matt just pulled all my condiments the last 2 weeks. I know Matt
for my athletes, I'm normally somewhere between the 4 to 6 week out mark. Let's say
it might have been soon. It might have been soon.
I feel like that's more reasonable. I could agree with that. I mean, look,
I'm not doing 12 weeks out. No.
Yeah.
At 5 weeks, I'm gonna probably just strip everything down.
Listen, if I got a guy who's like 2 weeks out and he's fucking diced and looks amazing, we're just coasting in. Then
you just leave it.
That's what I was just gonna ask Ben. So if he's looking a certain way, do you still do that, or you just let him ride it out?
Well, normally I do it at 5 weeks and they're not ready yet. So now they're
guy.
They will be ready at 2 weeks out. So. Yeah, I mean, look, if they're inside out at 7 weeks out, I'm like, hey, let's just carry on. You're good.
Yeah, listen, Matt didn't even want me using like the flavored cream of rice, like the Flavor Gang cream of rice.
No, that's I take all that out.
Yeah, he doesn't want he doesn't even want the pre-workouts. He's like, just take a caffeine.
But again, you're talking 4 weeks. You're not talking 8. Yeah.
Listen,
right? You know, people are watching this right now, and they're gonna be like, "Yo, you get Ben Chow fucking 5 weeks? I ain't doing that shit. Will you do that, Ben Chow? What?"
Guy, I gotta tell you, I'm not used to seeing you with hair. It looks fucked up. Go shave your head.
Yeah, not a nice thing to say.
No, not in a bad way. It's just I'm used to seeing him with a shaved head, and now he's got.
But I had hair when I first started. You remember pull up the thumbnail. The first episode I was at
the fucking afro and the.
That was only 2 years
with the headband on.
Yeah. I'm just not used to it. I gotta get used to it.
I'm gonna grow it fucking gnarly looking.
Grow it long as you can. I want to see big.
I should bring my locks back.
Yeah. Justin, shave your head like this, and we'll have a content.
We didn't even do any questions today. We've just been talking. Have we even talked about anything important?
I don't have my doc's appointment until 3:45, so I don't have.
Let's knock out some questions. That's fine.
Is Ian a top or bottom?
What?
He's a power bottom.
I missed that episode.
Bottom.
It means he is aggressive from the bottom. He's riding you from the bottom.
Ew, wait, what? How did I get thrown?
First of all, don't put me.
How did I get thrown into banging?
Yeah.
Why is Ian banging me from the bottom all of a sudden?
It means he asserts his dominance from the bottom.
Oh,
I don't know if that's possible.
Oh, it's homo stuff.
Oh, okay, I'll leave it out. Leave me out of this. I don't understand.
Okay.
What's the longest prep you've ever done, and what was it, and was it productive or over dieting? My longest prep was 22 weeks. I lost 80 pounds. It was completely not productive because I got way too fat in the off season.
Yeah, you weren't a pro, right?
No, this is my second. This is my second off season.
There's a problem if you're an open class bodybuilder and you lose 80 pounds. There was something wrong.
It was my second year. I was literally eating like, those Hungry Man frozen dinners. That was a meal. I would come home from the strip club after bouncing, and me and my buddy would go to the fucking grocery store and get like 2 or 3 Hungry Man dinners each, and we just smash them. Like,
dude, that's such garbage.
At like 3
I had what? It was like egg, sausage, like roasted potatoes.
I was a Salisbury steak and mashed.
I would read the supplement facts. It'd be like 30 grams of protein. I'm like, I'm gonna eat 3 of these motherfuckers.
First ingredients, salt.
Listen, you dumb fucks. I was 21 years old and I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, listen, you dumb fucks.
Was there like one go-to like Section 8 food that you ate, like that was just like the nitty-gritty dirty, that was like gross, that like you didn't give a fuck, they just ate?
What do you mean, like bad for you?
Like hot, like that, like that's like
craft
I would like I'm like an Uncrustable guy, like I like my PB, like I would do, like that's what I would eat, like on the slide, like on the DL. Craft
dinner. I would do craft dinner and steaks all the time.
Craft dinners.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Frozen craft dinners.
Not frozen.
No.
The box, and you boil it and add the powdered sugar.
And the
Or the
big
powdered cheese, I mean. Sorry.
big fucking.
Wait, you're talking about
butter.
Kraft mac and
What?
cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kraft dinner.
Oh, I thought you meant Kraft, I thought you meant the frozen dinners.
No. I'm Kraft mac and
Like a
cheese.
TV dinner.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
got
my-
it's got the peas and the pudding.
Yeah.
I used to eat those too. Those are delicious.
Yeah.
Listen, that's why I got to 280. It was just 80 pounds of fat.
I remember when I first started training, my brother and I were training partners, and we would leave and we'd just go to the Mexican restaurant and just fucking hammer down on Mexican food.
You know what? I have a fucking hankering for some Kraft mac and cheese now. I used to crush 2 boxes with a big fat fucking steak.
Hey, Justin.
Dude, Phoenix lives off of the
Here goes 260.
cheese.
Oh yeah.
Eats.
Bye-bye.
Bye, 260.
I'll be 270 by tomorrow.
And I'll get a text. This is your fucking fault.
Yep.
It is your fault. You made me talk about Kraft D. Now I'm fucked.
Craft D.
Now I'm fucked.
No,
Is that your rap? Is that your rap name?
Yeah. It should be. Okay. Justin, longest prep you've ever done, was it productive or over dieting?
Well, this one I started like 24 weeks out.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you did it on purpose, and you're eating a ton of food.
Can I see how you look right now?
It's in the group. He posted in the group.
I know. I want to see.
That was like a week ago, right?
Let me see how you look. Take your shirt off.
I'm not going to take my shirt
Take
off.
your shirt off and back up.
He'll cut it out.
No, you won't.
I'll blur it. I'll
Blur it. Come on, back up.
No.
He'll blow your
Justin.
head.
What, you want me to show?
Yeah, let me see how you look. Stop being a fucking loser. Back up.
No, it's not. It's not. You trust me. You're not going to like it. It's not good.
It's not good.
I back
I'm
up.
gonna like it. I'm
Listen,
gonna like it.
please.
Guy,
I'm telling you now.
I'll give you a description. I'll give you a description. He's got feathered quads and a fat stomach.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, that's it. That's
He's got
it.
the weirdest physique I've ever seen. His quads
Shut
are
up.
fucking striated, fucking upper body soft.
But I
Should
got to
prove
go
him wrong right now.
there. So that's
Watch how shredded his quads are. What?
Did you send it to me or did you?
It's all blurry.
Yeah, it's blurry.
Justin, first of all,
Stop. There you go.
he doesn't look like he has a
His
gut. You have a
arms.
gut?
Look at his fucking arms.
Dude, why are your
like-
arms so big, bro?
Look at the picture on the left, guy. Watch. Get that shit focused.
He's
back up a
shaking
bit.
like this
Back.
fucking
Back
Tap
it
the
up,
glass.
Justin. Back it up.
tap it, Justin, like this.
Hold on.
No, it's not a fucking camera.
Can we not? Okay, wait.
There you go.
Okay, so the left quad, that left photo, his
Is-
quads,
yeah.
Oh, it's,
You can't
it's
see
gonna
it, though.
lock now.
He looks like he's starting to get striations ready and his glutes on the side shot, though.
Look at the quad.
That's
It's
crazy.
Yeah, but the rest of his body's soft.
No, he's not. Look at his abs.
Shh. Just go with it.
Oh, is this the bad mean brother like trick to get him?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll be honest. My legs are definitely.
Justin, by the way, you suck.
Yes.
Thanks,
man.
man.
Ben.
Yeah, I don't know why my quads.
Ben, you've
my
had
quads
some.
are in.
Ben, you've had
No,
some fucking
20.
horrible preps.
Yeah, 'cause I got fucking sick.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's a good lead in.
No,
Man, you've had some horrible preps,
well,
huh?
no, he's had a couple preps where he was like, well, one since I've known him where he was fucking sick for half of it.
I've had some nasty ones too.
32 days with that diarrhea. That fucking hurt.
What was the longest you dieted for? You've done some long ones.
20. I mean, I've started at 30, but the food was high. We like kind of pushed up and like there and then dropped it in at 20 weeks. But no, 16 to 20 is normally about right.
What's your plan with Hunter? You guys already coming down?
No, we can start next week. Start next week.
Yeah, but
Wait, what's Hunter
never,
doing?
He never really got out of shape.
He looks fucking great.
Tampa and Texas. We didn't push food that high. We pushed it up a tiny bit about 4 weeks ago, and that's about as max as we went. And you'd laugh if you saw what his drugs are non-existent. So we're going to get some.
I love.
response.
We're
gonna get some response at the start of the prep, because we're going to have to. We can ramp some things up. And
Guy, longest prep you ever did, and if it was productive or not.
So I prepped like through multiple shows. You're just talking till the first show.
Yeah. I just mean one prep. I don't mean like if you
16
prep.
weeks.
Was it good or bad?
I think I got in shape. I always got in shape early, so it was too much. It was especially it was the second year I worked with Palumbo, in 2008 when I won nationals, but I got in shape super fast. So I went from 220. I weighed in at 176.
220 to 176. Yeah, that's not bad. That's normal.
I prefer a longer
It's almost
prep.
50 pounds.
I think 40.
It's 50 pounds, but starting from 220, not 270, 280.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I generally lost between 40 and 50 pounds.
You gotta remember, I'm a midget.
Yeah, from
300.
290.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, why'd you get so fat, guy?
Biggest I ever was 242.
What'd you end up on stage after that?
207.
That's not bad. 30 pounds. All right.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Let's do a couple more and we'll go.
My coffee is a venti cold brew, by the way, because we didn't get there. With 3 pumps of sugar-free vanilla. And then we got 3 stevia. And then vanilla sweet cream cold foam.
That sounds pretty filling.
What?
So they say, because I can't do the coffee
how do you get the idea to make that? I don't even know how to ask for that.
Because listen, because the stevia and the sugar-free vanilla is nothing. And then instead of putting the cream in the coffee, they put it in a blender and they blend it and it froths it up, so you don't really drink it all. So
the cold
a lot
foam.
of it stays in here.
So they do like.
Oh, that's excellent. You paid for some shit that you can't drink. That's excellent. Sounds like a great idea.
No, I get a little bit of fucking of the cream to where it coats. I don't get acid reflux.
I think Ben's a bigger asshole than I am. I really do. I think Ben. Who do you think's a bigger asshole, me or Ben?
You.
Me?
I think
you're just saying that because you're just saying that because of the 100.
He's too small.
I think Ben
has darker
asshole
humor.
when he wants to be an asshole. I think deep down you're just a douchebag.
Me? Hey, douchebag's insulting. I'm not a douchebag. Come on.
I didn't want to say. I thought asshole was more insulting.
No, asshole's way better.
No, you're not an asshole. You're just a douche.
Oh, okay.
Douchebag is way worse.
Really?
Yeah. It's worse.
Call somebody like a doucher?
You're an asshole for calling me a douchebag.
Yeah, that's call me an asshole.
I would rather be called an asshole than a douchebag.
I'd rather somebody call me you're a douche than somebody go, you're a fucking asshole.
Wait, you'd rather what?
I'd rather somebody like, you're a douche than somebody like, you're a fucking
fuck that.
Wait a minute. You didn't. You finished it. You said douchebag. That's even worse. Like douche is one thing, but douchebag.
No, I think douche is worse. If I like, normally someone's saying douche, they're like a 15-year-old kid, and they say bra as well. And they punch in the fucking
bro.
Face. They say bra. No, they say bra.
Ben.
People that say douche also say bra. They're the type of cunts that say that.
You're a douche, no cap.
You're a douche, bro.
Yeah. Those.
But you say a cap?
Yeah,
no cap.
Yeah,
it's like no lying. It's like
you're not wearing a hat.
To me, Guy and Fouad are no cap.
Guy's confused. Tell him.
I'll say less, Guy. You're not lit.
Tell him what no cap means.
No hat.
No.
Yeah, you and Fouad are no cap right now.
Yep. And I'm cap.
Yeah, and I'm cap.
Like cap.
Listen, no cap is whack. Cap is bad.
No cap. Cap is lying.
Lying?
No. Cap is whack. Like, that coffee you got, that's cap.
Cap.
Yep, cap.
No, it's not.
I think I'm using it right. Yeah.
Oh,
dude. Yeah.
I thought cap was like you're full of shit.
You're full of
yeah.
It's
a very fluid terminology. Hold on. Cap, Urban Dictionary.
I thought cap was like you're full of shit.
You're full of cap. Whack.
So if you say no cap, it's like I'm not lying.
You're full of cap. Whack.
Yeah.
Mac
no
track.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do everything in my power.
You can also say something is cap.
Never says this shit.
What is the definition? Read the definition.
No cap is a verb meaning to not be lying or deceiving. Using this term incorrectly is punishable by death in many countries in America.
Just nod, guy.
Capping is the process of present tense. Hold on.
We already know it's not lying. You don't have to keep reading it. It's fine. We're good.
So how do you use it in a sentence?
They just did. They said, "What did you say?" And then you said, "No cap." Like he said, douche is worse. No cap. Like I'm not lying.
Yo, that's cap. I didn't fuck the dog.
What?
Okay, can we go back?
That's a good explanation.
Okay, can we go back for a second?
Yes.
Is douche and douchebag both worse than asshole?
Let's
Yeah.
try.
Yeah, for sure.
You're a douche.
No,
You're
that
a
doesn't
bag.
that doesn't bother me. Douchebag's worse.
Bag. Yeah, the bag gets it. Bag.
Yeah, the douchebag is the bag is the part that bothers me.
Shoulders. Bag.
Douchebag.
Yeah, you can make juice bag.
Asshole
Shoulders go with it.
asshole doesn't bother me at all. It's like zero.
Really?
You've personified that. You've accepted your.
I've
ass.
accepted my assholishness.
Yeah, but you come.
So that's why it doesn't offend you.
I'm not an asshole. I'm just honest, and you guys think I'm an asshole for being honest. Smoked barbecue, baby back ribs, and fudge brownie with ice cream on top. Or
yeah, I'm there. No, I'm there. That's it.
Double patty burger with cheese, bacon, caramelized onions, barbecue sauce, and the works with sweet potato fries and a slice of cheesecake of choice.
Oh,
Meat.
first one.
First one.
I mean, the burger sounds pretty good. But...
Baby back ribs, ice cream, fudge brownie.
I'm not big on. I think
I'm not a big rib guy.
Yeah, but I'm not a big cheesecake guy.
Yeah, I'm not a big cheesecake guy either.
I'd rather have the brownie and the ice cream.
I'm only a cheesecake guy if I can put the ice cream on it.
You're not even taking the fucking entree into consideration.
Well, I love a good rack of ribs. Like if they're really good, they're like meaty and not shit.
I don't think I've ever ordered ribs my entire life.
Really? You're a butcher. You never had ribs?
I said ordered.
Oh, so you've had ribs? You just
ribs from someone that smokes them properly. I mean, in Texas, you can get good ribs in restaurants.
Oh yeah, you're in prime fucking prime.
If you go to a chain store, and try and get a rack of ribs, you're asking for it to be let down.
Yeah, for sure.
I've never ordered ribs at a restaurant, but that's only because it would be gross to sit there and eat ribs in a restaurant. But I've ordered.
You got to be at like somebody's house for a barbecue.
No, I've ordered in. I've ordered ribs in.
I
can be gross. I can be gross.
Just leaving bones on your stomach.
And at home, I'm comfortable, baby. I can fucking sauce all over.
You just fucking eat. You can see food. I just one bite.
Laying sideways on the couch, eating your
Justin see me go to work.
Oh yeah, man.
On ribs,
it's beautiful.
On ribs or
ribs, but on a lot of stuff. I've watched him devour McDonald's, pancakes.
I remember the only thing I remember when he came to my house.
Are you guys gonna get over the fact that I love food? This is just
fuck it. It's amazing. You watch me do the same thing. I remember we ate, and you ate down at the table or out at the couch with your what was it? Was it IHOP? Yeah. And I made sure I took everything to the table and I ate by myself like a fucking barbarian.
I want to eat in front of the TV. I gotta watch TV.
Yeah. I was like, no.
Are you pissing? Are you pissing for the second time during this podcast?
I peed outside. Why? I'm drinking.
You have a prostate problem?
No, I had coffee and I'm drinking my shaker.
Oh, your hair looks good. I'm jealous.
Get it done.
I'm gonna go. I can't after
don't get it done.
Seeing the horror fucking that went on your melon.
And you look great with the shaved head.
I like my shaved head. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, you don't have big ears. See these things? Fuck me up.
What do you mean see these things? Who doesn't see those things?
Ben, watch your fucking mouth.
All right.
You're a douchebag, Ben.
Wait, I was going to say something. Damn it.
Douchebag me. Shit.
What?
Justin douched me.
I called him the most insulting word in the.
That's not even insulting. It's just worse than asshole.
Yeah, it is worse than asshole.
So what's worse than douche?
Jive turkey.
You know what? Depending on who says it to you, they can pretty much say anything. It wouldn't fucking matter.
Like me?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't care. Like you could say whatever.
It's tone and intent rather than what someone says.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but like someone calls you a punk or a bitch, those are.
Punk set me. Punk.
They're fighting words.
Punk almost. That's what that kid called me on the bike when he hit my car.
Punk doesn't bother me at all.
Oh, that fucking.
You ain't been to jail, homie.
It's a stupid. It's such a stupid. No, I think goof is the worst in jail.
You haven't been on the street, son.
Goof?
What?
Goof? Bitch, no.
I'm telling you.
I call my son a goof.
Listen,
I'm
very close to somebody who has spent a lot of time in jail. He said goof is automatic, like you're fucking throwing hands.
Really?
Yeah.
It's punk and bitch. Those two.
I'm telling you, I thought goof was nothing because I've called people. It's like an everyday word.
So I literally call my kid a goof.
I don't think you can do that in jail.
I don't call my kid a bitch. I tell you that much.
I'm telling. Wait, let me just look it up.
I don't know. When I do,
bitch is what.
For some reason, that word punk fucking punk sets me off. I that fucking word pisses me. Somebody was like that.
Oh, yo, it's Canadian and it's for fucking informers and molesters. It's like calling someone a snitch.
That's goof, right?
It's a rat.
Yeah, that's why.
It's like a rat.
Yeah, exactly. A goof. I never heard that, but it says it's Canadian
See,
equivalent.
the actual
Canadian equivalent of the American term punk.
Oh, cap.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, it's the same.
That's cap. That's cap.
Yes, cap. That's not bussing.
The actual definition of goof is a foolish or silly person.
Well,
yeah, like goofy.
But in jail, it's not.
So we have jail dictionary, and we have.
I'm just telling you. This is what I was told, and I had no idea, and now Justin's confirmed it.
Yep.
No, but I use it like Ben does. Like, oh, stop being a little goof.
Yeah, that's because you're using it like a foolish or silly person. But if
I'm not using it like a felon. Sorry.
But if you use it in jail, you'll get raped.
good mental note to remember for next time.
Wait, can I is that rape? If
homie called me a goof. I'm a rape.
I'm not talking about rape for the fourth week in a row. Holy fuck. Okay.
Wait,
did you guys get bamboozled for bringing it up the first time? Can I ask?
No, surprisingly.
Really?
So listen, we did a podcast, guy, and I swear to God.
Wait, I saw the thing. Oh, wait. The thing that I read, was that in the group chat?
Yeah. And we haven't done.
But I won't say anything.
But listen, I haven't done this in a long time.
What, rape?
No, I haven't. Wow. It was after the podcast for like 2 days. I'm like, I don't know if I should put this one up. And I messaged Ben. I messaged the group, and then I messaged Ben.
Why was that bad?
It was just a lot of rapey.
Did you get any backlash?
No.
Really?
No. Yeah.
That was the LGBT one. There
was both. It was both. That's why I was like,
that was that. No, I'm saying the rape one kind of got ignored.
With two political lines, and I wasn't on one of those episodes.
It was because the rape one got superseded by the LGBT one. Like everyone just sucks with the energy.
Ben's trying to get my show canceled. That's what he's trying to do.
Wait, what did you talk about?
Well, we were trying to figure out if men can, if you're such an asshole. We're trying to figure out.
You bit on that.
We're trying to. No, I'm not biting on it. I'm going to do it briefly.
No, I didn't see it. I genuinely want to know. I want to know the conversation.
We're trying to figure out if men can be raped, and I say they can, and Ian and James are saying they can't.
Are they saying they can't because they're not? You saying because of physical, like because of the physicality?
Well, first, let me just clarify by saying I think they're joking.
No, they were saying if you get as hard on, then it's no longer rape.
Oh no, I have a boner and I'm coming.
I'm coming.
I don't want it to come out.
And then she made me come. It's so stupid, dude.
Fucking idiot. God. Oh my God. Okay. So
imagine telling the police that.
That was the whole we don't have to get into it again. That was the entire conversation.
Why couldn't we start the episode with this?
Came on her face.
Yeah. She made me do it in her butt.
She said, choke me, I swear.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, guys.
We're going to end on that one?
Yes.
That's the one we're ending on?
That's where we're done.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Good to see you.
Yeah.
All right. Love you guys.
All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Peace.